Sorry.
You just muted hope.
Don't get scared now, friends. I'm here. Definitely weren't talking about things you didn't need to talk about, right? What are you
We're all gonna die.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Our resolutions are sound and sweet and endearing.
My New Year's resolution is for me to not die in the session.
Hey, man. Start off strong. Take that
I don't
note
think
down.
I'm gonna get it. Yep. First
Mhm.
fail.
Maybe next
resolution.
year.
Yeah, good luck next year.
We'll give it a few moments.
Oh, dude, it's cold. I
Not
need
sure.
socks.
I
Hold
don't
on.
know if I'm going to be seeing D on this one or not. I don't think he mentioned to me if he's showing.
It's
No,
not
he-
online.
He didn't hit me with anything, so I'll listen to Adam and just ask what he's up to.
Oh, hello.
I literally just messaged you. I was like, "What you up to?"
I literally just woke up.
Bro.
Oh my god.
Do
Like
your
without-
7.
do your inspiration. Roll the dice.
Hold, like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
hold on.
Is Zap joining?
He rolled today for some inspo, so I'm assuming. He didn't say otherwise. He also didn't message
Pretty
me
good
otherwise.
assumption.
Like, I went to take a nap. When did I message him? No,
5
not,
a.m.
not
My
that.
nap,
No,
my
no,
nap
no.
took me into a vortex.
Dude, I like called Katie. I got done calling Katie, and then I was like, man, I'm gonna eat. And then after I ate, I was like, fuck, I'm so tired. I'm gonna take a quick 1 hour nap. I look at my phone. It is 6:59.
Oh
That's
no.
weird.
You guys are lucky I woke up without a timer because my phone was dead and I was not gonna get a call notification.
It's like the world knew to wake you up.
I feel like I have this thing where my body knows when to wake up and I'll naturally do it.
It's a guilt. Like it's like a inside of your body guilt when you're asleep for too long.
I never
Well, I
feel guilt for sleeping too long.
You
do.
never missed anything because of your sleep?
Oh no, that's
Oh,
not why.
yeah,
I just
but,
feel
like-
like shit.
I love sleeping so much.
I'm just saying, like, even when you're asleep, your body feels that guilt of missing something you're supposed to be at. Like, it's a muscle thing where you know you're supposed to be awake, but it wakes you up 30 minutes after you're supposed to be awake.
Mm.
That suck. I always wake up on time.
I've done that by accident. I've gotten in big trouble, like, work-wise by doing that one time, and it was not good.
He is turning on his computer.
Oh, Zap.
Ugh.
We'll give it another minute then. What was
Yeah, he
you
said
could?
he'll be on in a second.
Okay. Well, we can get started either way. I need to see what Dion got for his thing.
What did I roll?
You just roll a d20. It's your first d20 roll of the year.
First
That
D20
one.
of the
That
year,
one.
guys.
That one.
I hope I get a 6.
It's a decent roll. A 14.
Hey, maybe you can add this to your thing so you're no longer frightened. Or whatever it is.
Can we talk about my nat 20 really quick?
Yeah, never
Can
frightened.
Can we
Nat
talk
Nat
about my?
20?
Can we
Best
talk about
first
my nat
roll.
20 really fast?
Damn, Allie.
God.
You're
Ah!
never
What's
getting
the
a
use
nat
of-
20
no.
again.
Now, what's
Oh,
the point of
man.
rolling
Yeah,
this,
totally.
Jacob?
You just an
get it?
explanation for anybody watching, if there are anybody of you, hello friends. You
Probably
watching.
Jess. It's probably
Hi,
Jess. It's
Jess.
probably Jess. Hi, Jess.
Hi, Jess.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jess. But what has happened is, for inspiration for my team, my gang, my gooners,
Your slime.
my
Alright.
slime, my oohs and ahs.
Yes. Fuck yes. Yes.
He said the funny word. Now I have to laugh.
But what I've done is I usually give inspiration challenges in the Discord, and they'll go out and either accomplish things before the session arrives. I'll usually do it the day of because it happens sometimes. It just inspires me to inspire them. And this one was about New Year's, so their first roll of the year they get to use for any D20 roll throughout the game, and it can also not be your own. So let's say an example is an enemy strikes you. If you want to use, for example, like I think one of you rolled really low. I don't remember who, but you can swap that roll to make sure they miss instead of hit you, maybe. Or if there's like a D20 roll that relies on a death saving throw, you could use it to automatically succeed the saving throw if it's high enough. I think all of you are above 10, other than like one of you, or at 10 maybe. But either way, you guys have your rolls that you get to use for any roll you choose, and it's before learning the results of your D20 test. What I mean by that is if you roll to hit, if you learn that it hits, it's too late for you to change it to the other D20 test. You have to decide before the result and understanding what has already occurred. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you do roll, like let's say for example, you understand Idris's character, your natural 20, you can use for anything you want for a critical. So in understanding that, it will succeed, but you may want to roll first to find out if you want to do it or not. I will not allow you guys to just use the roll straight off the bat. You have to roll and then choose if you want to use it after your initial roll.
You just said that we have to decide to use it first before we roll.
No, you read that backwards. You had before knowing the result of your roll, after you roll a d20.
What?
So we can roll something, but like
Yes. For this
we
inspiration,
won't know.
you can be
if
used to
it's a hit
change
or
your
not.
d20 roll. You can't use it to just make. You can't just say, "Oh, I just do this for this turn." You have to roll first, and then you can choose to change it. It's just a matter of you don't get to know the result until you choose to change with your inspiration.
Okay, so you won't tell me if it succeeded or not. Like
Exactly.
if I roll like a...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, whether it succeeded or not, whether or not it's a, there are things will and will not succeed. For example, death saving throws is a good example. The rates of succeeding those. Concentration checks is another option of that as well. If you're trying to maintain a focus on a spell. There's saving throws for enemies. You may not know the cap for them, so you wonder what their bonuses are and if they can succeed. Like those are types of things. So I will not let you know the answer, and if I do say the answer of what it is too late for you to use that D20 for that to change the result. All clear? All good?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. Is there an item that does that? It's like a ring. Am I crazy?
I don't think so. There is a wizard class that does that though. Portent wizard is very similar.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
The divination wizard. But yeah, this is basically your single-use portent for the day, which is only this session. So enjoy your first rolls as they may be your last rolls. Ha 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 ha. Horrible. Don't actually believe that. Either way,
I believe it.
everybody I think is here. So I see Zap. Hey Zap. All right. With that being said, I'm going to just jump into the session format real quick, where all of you are here once again. The scene is kind of grim for all of you. A lich grows in power amongst most of you, while some of you are either fatally injured or retrospectively feeling the curse's effects of this lair starting to put upon you. The demi-lich is creating a vibrance of death and necrotic energy that kind of pulses around in a certain vicinity while you guys are trying to fight. In the moments that you're feeling like you're attached to finding, making through and breaking through this necrotic shield that's been placed around the skull of Berenger, you notice that sometimes it'll look and target somebody and grow larger, and that shield will resolve itself. A little bit of a circumstance of desperation now comes into play for the rest of the team. Like I said from last session, we're going to be beginning after Initiative 20. However, for all of you, there is kind of like the stop time moment where we're going to kind of pull back from this and return to a moment where you guys are traveling from what's it called? Traveling from Solaria or from Dressar to or Dressel, sorry. I think Dressar's from Critical Role. From Dressel all the way to why can't I remember the names of the places I made? Fucking Halavar. Jeez, been that long? Yeah, so from Giselle to Halavar, you guys are traveling in this moment. There's a moment where you guys get to relive some of those like moments of passing right now. It's a little bit of a stop time, pull back into your space. Everybody here is except for Zenon. Zenon, you have a hot seat for a moment to be away. But the rest of you, you are on, whether or not you're riding on your mount, Father Cruz, the pocket cart that you can steer for people to sit in the back. Ymir, you have your familiar that you can use as well to travel your steed. However, your means of transportation occurs. This is basically a day or two before you arrive to Halavar that you guys are traveling, all at your maximum health is fully recovered, finally taking a break from what it feels like from what has just occurred over in Giselle with Mimosa and the nightmare that rests within. You guys are all traveling in the moment. It's midday, getting to like later night, kind of sunsetty. You guys are a days away from arriving to the point where you'll approach Halavar in the next coming days. With that being said, Father Cruz, usually you take the lead, so I'm going to say that you need to make a survival check for me.
Okey-dokey. 21.
Wow. Traveling to Halavar, you notice a lot of tracks have passed back and forth between Halavar and Giselle, but one of the notices you take is one of the tracks have veered off of the road, and you see that there's a trail of what looks to be a cart that's ran off the road, and as you look to the left, you see kind of a taken over cart on the ground, kind of like broken apart. But you guys are all in the midst of traveling towards Halavar. You can interact with this or not.
Wait, I'm sorry. Could you say that again? It cut out for me.
There's a cart path on the same path you guys are traveling to go to Halavar. You see that the path has turned and shifted off of the trail, and is now. You can look to the side. You see like the yellow like leaves that surround, but you see a broken down like part by part scrap of a cart that's been left behind. You can interact with this if you want.
No, why
Otherwise,
not?
your travel will keep going. All right. You see the cart start to move over. Father Cruz starts to lead all of you guys off the trail towards this area.
Have a little break to stretch our legs.
Not a bad idea.
Mimosa's gonna blink because he's been walking along the cart the entire time.
Maybe you can take a minute to sit.
I guess.
Ymir will jump out of the cart to trade places.
Yeah. It's not long before Father Cruz, you arrive to the side of the cart that's broken down. You see wheels missing. Like, looks like this thing's been scrapped. Like, from whatever's been on the side. You're not the first person to arrive to this area and just kind of take things from it. It just looks like a scrapped up cart that's been run off the road.
Is there anything even in it?
Make an investigation check. Or a perception, I'll also allow, but a little bit more vague of the area.
I'll just do investigation.
Okay.
$25.
25. In the cart, you do see that That's a pretty high roll. There were two individuals in this cart, whoever was here before. You know this because you see that the placement of like marks in the back of the cart indicate that there's somebody who was just sitting in one part of the side, and you see at the front that someone has left behind some like feathers of some kind, like these like gray feathers of some sort. And you also see that these are of Aarakocra type. Like this is actually of a humanoid's like form. You also see in the cart left behind one of your pamphlets.
Bruce will just pick it up and inspect it.
Yep, make your inspection. Carnelian, arriving to this scene, you do know on the way to Halavar there was a cart that was missing. One of your quests. That's the only thing that you can like piece together.
What quest did I need for it?
There's somebody who was missing, who was going to Halavar and didn't come back to Solaria. That's the only thing that you could piece this together with. I'm giving it to you. It's been a while.
Well, and well, I guess I see the connection there.
Yeah.
Speak out. Well, there's a missing person potentially near here if they didn't get kidnapped.
Do you guys want to like? Do you guys want to look for a trail or something to try and find them?
I'll look for a trail. Survival?
Yeah, I think I'll allow survival for that. If any of you want to help, you may as well.
Ymir, would you be able to mend this cart?
Ymir's gonna cross his arms and look at the cart. People have taken from the cart. I need all the, I need everything to be there for me to fix it. It's been taken. It's like half of a cart.
Can we just break it and use it for firewood?
I got
Good.
12.
12, unfortunately, for Carnelian's sake. You see like the Aarakocra footprints walking away, but it kind of transitions to this grassy field where it's no longer able to be kind of seen. You see those same gray feathers too. They lead towards the same path heading towards Halavar, though.
Can I ask the grass?
This is a moment. Yes, you absolutely may. In speaking with like the wildlife around, what do you say? What do you ask?
I guess I'll just ask, what happened here?
The leaves sway and circle, kind of like the area where the cart had come. You can see grass making indentations of footprints that are not of an Aarakocra. They look like solid footprints of like boots hitting the ground and moving towards the cart. You see an Aarakocra stance. You see the imprint of a sword in the grass appear. It's not a sword there, but it looks like it's like a fallen sword. And you look at it and you take the notice that a body mark falls onto the ground too. And then looking in that area, Carnelian, what you miss is you see a little blood trail left behind of not an Aarakocra, but of like somebody defending themselves here. You see drag marks being pulled off into the woods. Like there's a couple of just canopy trees and dead trees that are like pulled apart. You see a blood trail that's dried up, that's been pulled out further.
Can I follow it?
Yeah, you see like the grass kind of also like mends around your legs a little bit as Father Cruz, and speaking to it creates this like path almost for you to kind of follow as the grass just parts its way for you to go in a direction. At the end of that, Father Cruz, you feel as though like the connection kind of tethers for that moment as your question is answered.
Cruz will just pat the ground. Thank you.
Carnelian, you walk over, you see the drag blood marks dry for a bit. You see that it goes from like poles along the ground. You see other footprints, those same boots. You also see maybe like 5 or 6 other people who drag across a person. You see a tree with blood mark on it. That's like on the bottom part. You see left behind med kit like openings and scraps here. And then you see like the walk off from like different steps north Looks like this also trails back to Halavar, but it looks like maybe someone was pulled to the side here to recover, and now they have like left the area. But you see that whoever was in this cart must have survived, because this is not the same one who was leading into the cart.
Yeah, I'll walk back.
Yeah, but no one's
Find
here.
anything?
From all your guys' just inspection, there's no like obvious person around.
They should be okay, but they're not here.
Hmm. I think something like this happened so close to Halavar.
Mm. Yeah, Cornelius Regis head and shrug. Well, only so much you can do about that.
You guys, the time passes swiftly before it gets to your guys' night of rest. You guys end up staying around this cart area for your encampment as you gather the natural supplies needed. Mimosa breaking up the cart more, taking some of the wood from the cart to make that fire and stoke it. All of you are kind of just gathered around this fire at night for one final moment before you guys take watches and rests. It's basically a day's travel away from Halavar.
Well, being so close to the city, there's something really important we need to talk about. Ymir, it's extremely dangerous of you to try to follow the Nurander. Most of the time, when it gets out, it just wants to be on its own. And if it happens again, please promise me you'll leave it alone. It's just like it's afraid. You try to corner it, well, it'll just come back swinging.
As Father Cruz is talking, Mimosas just kind of sink into himself.
Cruz is gonna like put a hand on Mimosa. It's not your fault.
Balu is giving the most stinkiest, disgusting side eye to Mimosa right now.
Balu, I have something to say. Speak up. I mean, it only attacked when we attacked it.
Ymir's just gonna look around.
Ymir, I couldn't forgive myself if you had died that night.
But I did it, so it's cool. Like, we're good.
But that doesn't mean it wasn't reckless. Idris kind of like pokes her. She's looking at this mat that she has, by the way, and she's kind of like curled up by the fire, and she like kind of makes eyes at Ymir as she's talking, and she goes, "You know, not very smart, and
Yeah,
we don't need you to die."
I just didn't want to leave Mimosa.
Ymir, it was commendable that you wanted to go after them, but imagine Mimosa waking up the next day and finding out that you're gone.
Mimosa, do you have extra meat in your freezing bag?
Shit, Carnelian.
There's gonna be like a long sigh, and he's just gonna like pull out a stick and throw it in Cornelian's direction.
Thank you.
You know, Carnelian, you're a lot like Mimosa.
In what way?
You don't like talking about your feelings. You have some dark, shadowy creature.
I mean, I guess. There's no need if it's not a problem. I've talked about my problem, so.
Well, we all have problems, right? She kind of like glances around at the entire group.
Mimosa's gonna sigh, and his
Yes,
head's
stare
just gonna
at
droop.
Bellu.
Balu is slowly turning and looking at Ymir with the, like, Stasius.
What?
I
I have a vendetta
looks down at the map.
I didn't want to leave Mimosa. I've left a lot of people in my life, and I felt as though leaving again would just be doing the same thing that I always do. So I just wanted to do something different. Even though it was completely dangerous, but
We'll
I don't
never leave
know.
Mimosa behind. He'll always come back to us. Right? Who's gonna shake him again, right?
Yeah.
You never know. What if something happens and he goes out into the night, and then when he's finally done, something's out waiting for him, and he gets hurt?
I don't know how I'm supposed to cook this.
Well, have you tried like turning it? You gotta cut it into
Do-
smaller pieces.
Do you want me to
you're
do
right.
it?
No, I got it.
Are you sure?
Actually, no,
That's
please do it.
yeah, I worry about that every time when it ends up cooking out. But
Idris
plus
sets down
people-
her map and she just starts cooking this steak.
The good news is that it's steak, so it won't you won't get sick from this if it's too raw, and also not the worst thing to have as a ration. Sure beats the regular packs of whatever food you manage to carry on you.
if
So,
anything,
so attacking the beast makes it flare up, but it's like, explain to me how it works.
well, the entire time when we were in that town, it only attacked me passively, never directly. And that's because I never attacked it.
So we just calm it down and make it seem like it's our friend, so it doesn't hurt anyone.
I don't know if we could ever truly get through to it, but that's the idea, is to try to calm it down and then, well, bring the light on.
Miria's gonna look at Mimosa. I'm not gonna leave you, even whenever you turn into that thing. But I won't be reckless again.
Moses is gonna slowly look up and look at Ymir. You shouldn't be around it at all.
I mean, it's a part of you. You're
It
still
doesn't
in there.
matter.
It does matter to me.
Mimosa, if it wasn't for that, I never would have met you. Do you think I resent it because of that? Maybe it's a gift in another way.
How is it a gift in any way? Mimosas
That's
like
for you to
sitting
find
up at
out.
this point. It's
Not-
it's not.
Not everything has to be completely bad.
Idris side eyes Mimosa.
I think there's beauty in all things. It's just we don't really understand what it is right now. But
If you were dealing with this, you wouldn't think there's anything beautiful about it.
Lulu stops glaring at Ymir and looks at
And
Mimosa. It's a curse. You have a curse.
I'm just gonna smack Bella on the head.
Whoa.
You have cat.
Father
This
Cruz,
is
make
an
an
emotional
insight
moment.
check. And also Mimosa, I would love for you to make a history check. I know your intelligence is
Insight.
not going to hit this real hard, but
I will give Mimosa guidance
okay.
because I got a 22.
You have a emotional.
Carnelian
As you're
saying,
smacking Velo on the head, your other hand's giving Mimosa guidance. There we go, protecting father.
Okay, give me a second. Give me a second.
No worries.
Sorry.
Carnelian, you're saying something?
I was gonna say,
No.
Carnelian seeing Cruz
He's
slap
not rolling.
Velu on the head, he'll kind of like look over, like around the group and take a second. Is this a serious moment?
You didn't realize that.
30-20.
Ooh.
Carnelian's not good at social cues.
You're right. I'm sorry.
I
I
was
think we have
just
to do a disclaimer every
hungry.
single time, but sometimes I just like watching it.
You know, I kind of enjoy it in the moments because it's like weirdly lighthearted and then,
It's a good cut.
Father Cruz, your insight?
22.
22. Velu doesn't speak from a place of making fun of Mimosa. You actually get the feeling that he's speaking from a place of this is like true information, and you get
I know.
you slap him on the head, but you also take the recognition that Velu wasn't bullshitting you. And
I
also,
slapped on the head because he's blunt.
yeah, he was very blunt. That's fair. I don't disagree with what you did. I'm just saying you come to the recognition of that. And for Mimosa's sake, Dirty 20, something terrified you a little bit, and your history of remembering the encounters of that night as the Norander. it was different. There was parts of it that changed from what you remember. It was more aggressive. It was doing things that you had not seen before, such as destroying light. That's a first for you.
Bella looks at father. Please do not touch me. Do not slap me. You're not my father, first of all. And second of all, what I'm saying is the truth. I know what Mimosa has. It's a curse it's similar to the curse of Lycan. So don't, even if just because I said it's a curse and I know what it is, that does not give you permission to slap me in the head.
You're right, I'm sorry.
I'm not your son. And you're not my father.
Ymir's gonna put his hands on both of their shoulders and look at them. Alright, alright. We've stated our boundaries. Now, how about we just calm down a little bit and reset back to where we were? I understand this topic is a little touchy, just in general. Ymir's gonna walk over to Mimosa, and he's gonna place his hand on their chest. Mimosa, I don't really care what it is. Whether it's a curse or a blessing doesn't really matter to me. When I was about to die, and I was basically at death's door, at the moment that it truly mattered, you came back to us. And I'm going to remember that for the rest of my life. It is beautiful in ways that you may not be able to see it, but I can. I'm always going to be there for you, because you're my friend. I don't care what this is, and we're gonna figure it out together. Do not run away from me. I will always chase you down.
Because
I love
gonna be staring into Ymir, like jaw clenched, but his eyes are watering.
You're a great person.
He's gonna nod and just like wipe his face.
Do you need a tissue?
No, I think I'm just gonna head to bed.
Does someone need a hug in this moment?
Yeah, it feels weirder when you try to like be a part of it.
You
I'm
know,
sorry.
why?
I'm not opposed
why
to a
don't
hug.
why don't you give him a hug? She like nudges Carnelian. Why don't you go give him a hug?
What? I don't think I really want
Come
to hug.
here.
And Mimosa's gonna stand up.
Okay. Cruz, did you want the hug?
I'd like that.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over to Cruz and hug his leg.
I think I used the short.
I'm gonna go pat him on the shoulder.
Can't wait for the art of this.
Okay.
Super short Carnelian,
Okay.
giant crew.
Well,
Yeah, the night goes a little bit lower.
Bella was right. I may not be any of your dads, but I am the father. So if you have anything you ever need to get off your chest, you can come to me.
Oh, you're going to love my dad. I can't wait for you to meet him.
I'm looking forward to that.
My dad's pretty cool too. I haven't seen them in a minute.
Well, I
Belu
hope
scoffs.
it's your dad.
Do you not like your dad, Velo?
Belu's just gonna read his book.
Good talk.
Do
Awesome
you
talk.
guys know your dads well?
Well enough.
What do you mean by well enough?
I mean, he's just like he owns a restaurant, and I've lived with him for a good bit of my life. But I'd left him when I was young, so I don't know if anything changed about them.
So it's kind of like staying in the family when you were working at that bar.
Mm-hmm. If anything, there's more to know about my grandpa than my dad. Because he was, I guess, an adventurer with the old guy.
To think that our families were connected in that way.
Yeah, that's really nice. Maybe like some sort of weird destiny kind of thing that we were always like destined to meet or something. But that's like hablooey.
I believe that everything that happens was supposed to happen, so I think so.
I hate that thought.
You don't like destiny?
Everything happening because it was supposed to. I don't know if I necessarily like that thought.
I don't
Yeah.
like it either.
I don't like it either. I want to break destiny and carve my own path.
The only reason we're here is because of our mistakes.
Well, I mean, if you were meant to break, if you break destiny, that it still aligns with what was meant to happen.
So, does everything that I've done wrong, is that because of fate?
Everything you've done wrong led you to this moment, and I think that you've done right.
I don't know about that.
Carnelian starts holding his head.
It was a really nice philosophical debate, guys.
Is the food ready?
Oh, yeah.
Just burnt.
Idris just passes it over to him.
Thank
What about
you.
you, Carnelian? Do
Crispy.
you see your family often?
He'll start smacking on his food.
Idris kind of just stares at Father Cruz.
Mine locked me in a box
Mm.
for several
What?
years.
I'm sorry to hear that.
He'll keep eating the food. But Mo said, where'd you get this meat again?
Idris's brother gave it to me.
And a bag of colding.
Mm-hmm.
You guys want a piece?
Idris kind of inspects it. She goes, I really burnt that thing. Do you want me to make you another?
No, this is great.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
You're basically eating charcoal.
You'll see him eat another like rock hard piece and like shove it in his mouth
Okay.
and start crunching and grinding on it.
The scene starts to kind of dampen a little bit as you pass this moment. A little bit of laughter ensues. You guys have this familiar moment that passes. Your final closing remarks to one another before you guys close to your nights happens now.
Well, when we reach Caldora, I want to cook you a meal and share in the, love for my town. So I hope you all indulge me in that.
Of course.
You can cook it all.
If I could help you, I'd love to help too.
Please, I would have so much fun with that.
I'm also looking forward to it.
With nothing else being said, each one of you turn in for your night, taking your distinctive watches, or none. Either way, the night goes smoothly. It's almost like a shattering of a dream for Ymir. Ymir, your rest is very turning. You for a moment you rest calmly in a pleasant situation. Your dream goes from this warmth, like radiance, starts to grow cold until it becomes like a wind blowing against you. You find yourself walking forward in paces, like in the sand.
Oh, darn.
For a moment, you feel like that same rustling of like almost like cuts across your hands and face as the sandstorm pelts you. You reach up to cover your eyes. You realize your bandana is not there. You have both your eyes.
Can I speak in my dream?
Yeah, you can speak.
Are you here again? Do you want to chat?
The sandstorm blows. No response.
I just really don't want to be back here.
You feel
I
yourself
don't like it here.
taking a step forward. On that step, you feel your foot sink. You pull on the leg, you see it pulls up, but the other leg sinks. The sand rushes. There's moments before it's at your knees.
Please, just talk to me.
The sand forms in front of you. All these individual grains turning into some humanoid type of figure in front of you, not depicting any type of representation. And before it grows its limbs out in front of you to try to reach out and grab you as a hand to pull you forward, it reaches to you. Come, my child.
I'll reach back immediately.
Learn of my gifts. And as you grab onto the hand, your eyes kind of flash once more. You're no longer in the sand. You're sitting on tile, like sandstone. It's cold, dark. You hear the drips. Different cave-like architecture around you, hieroglyphics on the walls surrounding you. You hear footsteps, small, but grows larger and approaching.
Ymir will meet with the footsteps.
Steps forward. You take your first step. Feels tough to move forward, but you keep pressing forward. A voice emerges from the dark dimness, this dreamlike fog that it prevents you from seeing the full amalgamation of some type of person, but you know you can feel it there. This is still a dream. You feel it. You hear in front of you. You carry one of my many gifts, my child. You've carried it so far with you. Tell me, what is your name?
My name is Ymir Zephyr Need.
Ymir. A strong name of the Wind Clan. It is an honor.
It's an honor to be at your presence. And your name is...
Must call me the Sandman.
Ymir will have a little smirk. And like straighten up his posture. Well, my family speaks a lot about you.
Many families speak of my name, but not many know what I have done for them and my children of the Makoti. You feel that kind of runic tattoo light up for a moment.
Why do you come to all your children's dreams?
I grant some visions here and there of my beloved children. I do come to see my Afriti and Jin. Sometimes they are lonely. But I do come to see you.
Is there something you need of me, Sandman?
Patience and time is something we lack as we grow. Something I had lost and something I have given. Ymir, your time is dwindling, but you find yourself in these predicaments and mistakes that you called yourselves inventions or game. It is curious because I found myself in that same position. I relate to you often. There's a moment where the scene turns and you feel the whole entire building rotate like a Rubik's Cube for a second. Just like this hieroglyphics shifting in different squares around you, rotating above you and below you. And for a moment, runes reveal in front of you images, almost as like memories of past. You see the Nova Night star in the sky shining bright. You see the shadow of the salmon rising into the sky. You see elemental like what would be what would look like aurora borealis almost like appearing into the sky in different shades and colors out as a hand is raised above, and you see the night sky shimmering, and you see there's a moment where the tether of light goes into like the different aspects of the sand. You see the vision of Nova Night for the first night.
This was before I was born, right?
This is when you were born, in a way. You
I
see,
don't understand.
I'll make it clear to you. You have a gift. My gifts. You can do with it as you will. And you can seek your own destinies. But you carry around one of my gifts, which is different and terrible. When I possessed all of the four genies, everybody wanted it. They came to me asking me for many things. Gifts, wants, desires. Everybody was selfish. But the children, they did not know of this. So I gifted them all the rest of the wishes. But little did the Genasi know at the time that this was my last wish.
I see.
The genies
Then
that you hold, Ymir, they are weak. They contain no more magical power from their elemental planes.
because of the last wish,
Because they have not been back. They trapped themselves in these items of significance to me, and then they kept in these tombs.
do you love these genies? Do you care for these jinn?
They have served their purposes, and they are, in a way, my sons and daughters as well.
Then I will free them back to their planes.
If they return to their planes, the wishes may come back. And I would love to see
Listen.
that day.
I can achieve it. Ymir's gonna say sternly with a look of determination on his face.
I reach to you, Ymir, because I know you were the one to intercept Cinder.
I will find the rest of them, and I'll find a way.
I warn you too, Ymir. There are some people who do not want to bring them back. Some use the children for drastic ways. Bad.
And I'll find them and take them down by any means possible. Everyone deserves to be free.
Perhaps someone can come to know of my gifts another day. Another Nova night. That is my wish.
Can I hug you, Sandman?
There's a pause of like the hieroglyphic stopping in a stop time. You hear the footsteps approach you. The vision is still sanded and blurred to you, not being able to see the fullest of like the embodiment. but arms of like dreamlike significance open up to you. Come here.
Mir will go for the embrace.
You feel fire, water, earth, air, all the elements embracing you, this elemental chaos, as you feel that power and significance of what was basically a demigod walking amongst you in the realm. As you go and embrace the hug, sleep well, my child. Many days to come, and many nights you will be traveling. Trust in your friends, for they trust in you dearly.
Ymir's lips will quiver as he nods, and tears begin to fall from his eyes. Good night, Sandman.
Good night. And you feel your body kind of like move backwards in time as you got to kind of get sucked back into it, into this moment where you guys are all in initiative. Oop. Pulling back over to the guessing. All right. Into this moment, you guys are now all in initiative order. We're falling off of initiative 20. Where the lair action has already occurred. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the VTT that we're using from the last position it was at. Here we go. Loading the scene. There we go. Everything's a bit drastic, moving around. Berenger was a little bit closer to you, I believe, Ymir, and growing ever so larger. I believe we never actually changed that.
Didn't you get to like
It was at
medium
medium size, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. See if I can fix that real quick. Token options, adjustments, medium. Yeah, nice and your size, Ymir, in your face. And this is the moment that kind of zooms you back to reality of the situation. All the rest of you in your encounters, undead, this lich flying around, most of you feeling hurt and in pain. In combat tracking, it is Ymir, Mimosa, Velu, and Father Cruz's turn because you all rolled a 17 on your initiative. All of you get to go at the same time. What do you guys do?
Hey guys, he's kind of in my face right now. He smells really weird.
Who's the one who knows they're connected?
Me.
Where is
I'm
your mirror?
because this is like right after
This is the
I
same initiative
realized-
still, yeah.
yeah, this is like right when I was like, oh, we're like attached.
Yeah.
Right.
You see, like, there's a life essence that passes back
Yeah.
and forth between the two of you.
I'm gonna kind of just shout out to everyone what I see. I'm gonna do that. I'm attached to him. So I think our souls or something magic linked to him. I am linked. I don't know what that means.
Why would
but
you do that? Why would you want
I-
that?
I didn't want to. I think I'm a part of his. Am I a part of him? I don't know, but that's. And then I think I'm going to have like that like realization of like that I'm like also a part of like his like his phylactery.
Yeah.
And then I'll just say that out to everyone. Just I think I am part of his phylactery. And in order to destroy him, we need to destroy the phylactery.
Are you telling us to kill you?
If it must be done at this
We're
point,
not killing you.
There's a moment where you guys now need to get into your initiative order. The words have been spoken. Ymir, Mimosa, Velu, Father Cruz. What do you do?
To answer your question, Potato, I'm behind the pillar. You can't see me because of
Yeah, your
side.
vision. You can look on the
Okay.
stream if you want to see it, like full vision from what everybody sees, but you have your own
Okay.
unique vision in case you want to know if you need to move somewhere to find something. Or I can also just look at what you see too. You are also still large, by the way.
I know.
So you are still all flying terror through the sky.
Please, someone get them off of me so I can go somewhere else.
Its elevation's 5 feet off the ground.
I think Ymir is gonna. Uh. Actually, I'll wait for everyone first.
After this, it will be Berenger's turn.
Alright, and nobody's gonna do something, I'll do a thing.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna run over.
All right.
Well, walk over.
Yeah. You
can I get
creepily
closer?
crawl along the walls like Venom style, all the way throughout the room. Yeah, you get pretty close.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna hit.
Roll a hit.
19 inches of mimosa.
God damn.
Mimosa.
Would Cruz be able to send his elk over to pick up Ymir?
You would have to get off of your elk, which requires your movement. But if you get off of it using half your movement, yeah, you could command the elk to go get Ymir.
Ymir, do you want that?
Nah, that's fine. You don't have to do that.
I'm guessing the first one missed because it was a 15.
15 does miss.
Yeah, I'm gonna just attack again.
Go ahead.
Swing. That's so whack.
A 10 misses as well. Both swings, you see you hit on the cracks of the surface outside Bear, and your bear does not pay any attention to you. You're hitting from behind in the back of the skull. No response. You feel like that same shift of energy while your rage still takes into effect, and you're still like ichor draining from you and your body.
Well, I'm gonna use my bonus action to continue my rage.
Yeah, your rage continues. You can switch
Oh.
as well if you want to do that, to switch whatever your beast form is if you want.
I really?
Mhm.
Oh, swag.
You
But I'm
choose
gonna
every time you
continue my
rage.
rage because I missed both times.
Yeah. But you can choose a different form if you desire.
Oh, that ends my turn.
Yeah, well.
Cat, I'll disengage and run over to the elk. If that helps you in any way, so you don't have to move it.
No, it can move. It doesn't matter getting on. I can't directly attack Berenger.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, I don't even want to be next to bro, so it coming towards me is just not gonna help. So I can disengage and move over to you.
Well, it has 60 feet of movement. It could come and come back.
But we could get far, like, I get on it and it could go farther.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna disengage and run towards the elk.
Okay. You use your action to disengage. You start bolting. In your action to disengage, you hear from Berenger behind you. It's like, come back. I want to get to know you both.
I'll pass. I'll pass right now. I'll pass. I'm just gonna try and get on the elk.
Yep. Half your movement to get on. How much movement do you get to get there? I think it was about 20 feet. I'll say you can use the rest of your movement to get on the elk. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. All
Ymir
movement expired.
Ymir is also gonna. May I hand my health potion over to Grizz?
Yeah, I can. Handing over an object to somebody else typically requires an action. I'll go ahead and say make a sleight of hand check just to see if you can pocket it onto Father Cruz's like shirt, basically.
I bet that up. I only got a 10.
A 10? It's not hard to do. You're like right behind him. I'll say it that you managed to put the health potion into Father Cruz's like inventory, like his immediate inventory. Just kind of like maybe on like a pouch or something that's next to him.
I think the guy is targeting me. Do you think we can get out of here?
Yeah, Cruz is gonna move like way back. All right, Idris, you're not coming. He's gonna move like. I think there's good. Yeah.
And you guys move over to this position. In moving away,
Oh, wait, we're too close to the car.
you guys see Carnelian at this moment, who is 1 HP in a dream, has Bongo on his shoulder, who it just looks like Bongo just jumped away from something. You see the zombie here, who is currently like engaging with Carnelian.
Who's gonna attack it?
Sure, making an attack with advantage on top of your steed.
Yeah.
Riding on the back of you, holding onto your hips, or like kind of around your stomach too. Your mirror you're holding on.
We're just clinging.
Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does hit.
Okay, now that one was a 9. It's a nice second attack. Oh, no. 7 damage, 3 radiant damage.
10 total. Okay. It's still standing. Looks hurt. Its bandages are like kind of falling off as you're striking it. It still has a focus on Carnelian, but it looks up at the elk and you. So,
Did Cruz take the healing potion as a bonus action?
yes.
Rad.
Do we have any more movement on the elk?
Yes, we
He's
do.
at 60. Okay. I don't want to be too close to Carnelian so that Behringer doesn't hit them.
I could move over like
Like
this
towards
way.
the left, maybe? Behind the pillar?
Sure. Oh, like right here. You won't be like here.
Okay.
Oh, it's a lag. Oh,
No,
God.
they'll get to
Yeah,
it.
it's here. We'll be right here. There you go.
There you go. Yeah, you move out of the way a little bit further. You get to see like the whole visual of everything. Carnelian, there's like a hit and run that you see. I think the zombie is going to take an opportunity attack against your elk,
That's
Father
fine.
Cruz. Roll to hit. Why is it not in the combat? Out of the combat. Why not? Okay. Yeah, it makes a slam attack against you. That's a 19 to hit on your elk.
I'll make it attack me instead.
Okay. Does the 19 hit?
Yeah.
You're going to take 5 bludgeoning damage
That's cool.
as the claw manages to catch onto your shin and just scrape away skin from the front of your cloth and pull it off. You see the hand tears it down, throws it on the ground, blood drips. That's it.
We're gonna... Wait, you want to stay in front of that pillar? Not behind it?
Fine.
What'd you say?
It was just laggy for me, that's why.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You move behind the pillar. Is there anything else that you wish to do, Father Cruz?
Nah.
Okay. Velu, you have some actions you may take.
Why did y'all go that way? Y'all are like so stupid.
You
But
can move
okay.
somewhere else, bro.
So dumb.
This guy's down next to you. You just have an undead zombie here.
He's gonna be moving. He's gonna move somewhere, but while he's moving, he's gonna cast Toll of the Day on Behringer.
Okay. Move and then Toll the Dead saving throw.
Behind his pillar.
What is the saving throw?
It's gonna be wisdom.
Okay. A
Swear to God.
21.
Oh my God! I Toll of the Dead never hits when I use it. It
Yeah.
doesn't take damage.
Can I use my thing?
To what?
Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna save it.
Yeah. For like a better
Oh,
spell.
heard. Oh, by the way, I didn't roll mine. I forgot that. I'm gonna roll it now. So yeah, you guys
Are
can
we
see
gonna
it.
know it or?
Yeah,
Oh,
you guys
okay,
will
cool.
see it in the game log. So this is the D20 official for me for the New Year's. Happy New Year.
That one, that one, that one, that one, that one.
Nat 1.
You don't want him to get a nat 1 though.
You wanna
We
be-
don't want him to get a nat 20 or a nat 1.
That's a Nat 1, guys.
I forgot it can apply to us. I hope it's in 3.
it's a 1.
Is it actually a 1?
Yeah, it actually rolled a 1. I don't know if you guys can see it in the game log, but
No.
My bad, guys.
no, it's right here. Here you go.
We're cooked, bro. He's gonna, bro. It's gonna be the worst thing possible for us, dude.
Oh.
Holy shit, we're so cooked.
Anyways,
Jacob, are we able to, if you put a nat 1 on us, use ours to?
yeah, you can
Switch
stack.
it.
You can stack them.
Okay.
Nat 12.
I'm not using mine for anything else, guys.
After that, it's still Velu's turn. You're totally dead, misses. You move over. You see Zenon, who's currently like doing the Spider-Man point right now to like the position of Behringer
Yeah.
and himself. You rush over, Velu. Is there anything else you
Yeah.
should do?
No.
Your Blade Song is still active too, by the way.
No, I know.
Okay, cool.
I know.
All right.
Wait, I have a question. Wait. I have a question. If I use the bonus action of the sword, will it, since I didn't attack, well, technically I did it. I didn't attack. Will the effect end immediately after my turn?
Yes.
ends? Then I'm not doing that. Anyways, end of my turn.
So, with that, end of all of your turns, Behringer gets to go, gaining their legendary actions back once again. Behringer takes a moment to turn around to Mimosa. It's like, stares at you for a minute. Like, you see the eyes kind of drifting past you, looking at Ymir, and then you turn your body to focus once more. I need you to roll a d6 for me, Mimosa.
Okay.
3.
You do not want a 5 or a 6.
Thank God. Thank God. Thank God.
Oh.
Thank God. Thank God. Oh,
2.
2?
Awesome.
thank God.
That's with a 2. Behringer doesn't regain their blood-curdling howl that was heard in the beginning of the round that dropped Carnelian down immediately. You see that the essence of Behringer still like kind of remains and like kind of floats around with you. You know someone real powerful to have all that a part of you. Just like me. We could be real good friends.
I don't want to be your friend.
Soon you won't have a choice. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
It's only you.
Okay. 10.
I need you. You're going to take 21 necrotic damage.
Oh.
I think you also are resistant to it though, so you
Yes,
need to reduce it to half.
So 10 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Like, ow.
And Behringer grows once more. To a large size, matching yours. Behringer in growing and like you see the life draining from you. You see that Behringer takes the damage that he has dealt to you and he siphons it and pumps himself up with more vitality as it's basically like siphoning away from you. You see there's a smile that curls across the face of Behringer, wider, teeth gnarlier, as you see more of the intricate details of Demilich's skull growing larger. Soon enough, I'll have enough to leave, and then we could have more friends. The whole world can know what we have. Join me! Just shouts that out.
You're disgusting.
At the end of Behringer's turn, it is now Idris's turn.
Oh boy.
By the way, Mimosa, those cracks that were on the shield that was kind of surrounding this necrotic energy are like reformed at this point.
I would like to run towards the zombie over here. Hold
Okay.
on. And I would like to attack it using Starry Wisp for radiant
Okay.
damage.
Yeah. You rolled a hit. Carnelian, you see it just jump from behind the pillar and shoot out a starry wisp.
25.
Hits for sure. Roll the damage.
Yippee. 13 damage.
13 damage. Describe.
Radiant, by the way.
Yeah, describe how it blows up.
It starts in the middle of like where its waist connects to the actual like sternum, and it just proceeds to peel apart and explode into bits and pieces.
Carnelian, the same round that the zombie attacked the hand, you see it just step out to the side, send a starry wisp, and just shred the zombie, pieces flying around.
Carnelian would nod.
Yeah, drink your potion, please. Idris now faces towards where Berenger and Mimosa still are.
You see he's grown larger.
Great. As a bonus action, she is going to do... I'm gonna do Mantle of Inspiration. Let's see here.
After Idris, it is Zenin's turn. Actually, I can keep the combat tracker up here, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. It doesn't allow you to see the boss initiative, so that's okay. But that zombie
Okay.
is existing.
So I'm gonna use Mantle of Inspiration. It is for 3 people. I'm gonna do it for Carnelian, for Velu, and for Mimosa.
What's the range on that Mantle Inspiration, by the way?
60 feet
Okay, yeah.
of myself.
Everybody's within range of that. Yep.
Yippee! So each of those creatures gain a number of temporary hit points equal to times to the number rolled on the Bardic Inspiration die.
Right.
What is that?
Roll your Bardic Inspiration die.
Let's see.
2,
2, so it's 4.
Yep. So 4 temporary HP 2. Those elected. Anything else, Idris?
Nope, that's it.
All right. As a legendary action, a cloud of dust forms around Berenger towards Mimosa once again. Need to make another Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 23.
You succeed.
Nice.
You are not blinded. You see the dust kicks up and Amelia gets into all like the different ichors that pour all on the wall. You see it starts to like clot it up into like harden it. The lich creating this like cloud of dust around it. You see it's like bone fragments, pieces of zombie just flying around. And you see Berenger's smile kind of look across the room and look at the different individuals. That's it. Now it's Zenin's turn.
Yeah, Zenin straight up is just gonna use. I'm gonna use the blessing of Dark Haven, as it's called, and I'm just gonna teleport directly next to Carnelian.
You see a very similar like echo shadow jump. Actually, Carnelian doesn't see this. Some of you do though. You see that Zenin. Let's describe it. Describe what it looks like.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, you have like this like shadows like form all around my body as it just takes me, and I'm gone for like a split second, and then I just reappear right next to Carnelian, and the shadows like poof off of my body. Carnelian, you have to kill me.
Carnelian would nod.
Awesome.
Don't kill him!
Sweet. This is the only way.
I feel
Surely.
like there's so many other ways. There's
No,
probably another. Cornelia, do not kill him!
Carnelian
No,
reaches
you
for
gotta
his
roll.
gun.
Bongo reaches for his knife.
And you just see me,
Leave.
and I'm gonna go. Before you do though, I need a drink. I'm gonna use elementalism on my use
Ooh.
elementalism, and I'm just
Okay.
gonna like drink the water
Yeah.
and suck my thumb. All right, I'm ready to go.
Oh my god.
Yeah. With that, Is there anything else you wish to do? Zenon?
No. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay. As that occurs, the next on the round, following another legendary action following Zenon, Behringer. Looks at you, Mimosa, again. Another Constitution saving throw. This time, actually, each creature within 30 feet. Ooh, that's fun. Let's find out. 1, 2. I think just you two. Yeah, too far. Mimosa and Velu, both you need to make Constitution saving throws.
But I'm blown by the pillar.
You get the sense that this creature does not need line of sight.
That's loser.
21.
21.
Hold on.
And for you, Velu?
I'm using mine. I'm changing that to 11.
What'd you roll initially, just FYI?
8.
8, and then what's the new roll?
11.
11. Okay, what's the total of your saving throw?
Oh, it would be 15.
Constitution saving throw, DC 15. DC 15 just meets the saving throw, by the way.
Thank God.
Both of you feel the same presence of your life force energy draining from you for a moment, but each of you grasp it once again to pull it back into your body as you feel your maximum hit points not being reduced by the effects of what would be the energy drain feature of the Demi-Lich. You feel like your vitality brought back to you as you're basically resisting everything that's going on. Behringer takes a moment to breathe through the room and say, "Soon enough, we all get to go together, and we can go and make everybody so happy."
Can you shut up for 5 seconds?
You're past your prime.
With that, top of the round, Carnelian.
Carnelian will grab his gun and he'll look over to Zenon and then look past Zenon and look at Idris. Idris, do you want to go?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna look over at Bongo. Bongo, leave me, and then I'm gonna run in between Zenon and Idris, leaving Bongo.
I think I'll leave
And-
Bongo on the ground here for now.
Yeah, that's fine. And then I'm going to echo shift.
Okay.
So it'll take Idris and Zenon. I'll tell them also. I don't think it doesn't say that there's a DC, but I'll tell them to not resist.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a DC save for an unwilling creature, but you, Zenon, you already are willing. You basically were giving your life in this moment to go. You get between both of them, Carnelia, and you start. As you hit your echo shifts, Idris, a feeling you have not. I don't think you've been here before. You get pulled in this last time when you were in Giselle. You have the hand with you. Is the hand going with you?
Yeah.
Okay. All 3 of these things travel into the echo shift. I'm going to replace your mini with one from the. I'm going to make it your echo instead. I think I have one right here somewhere. Yeah, it's right here.
Zenon, you're basically sucked into a small coin-sized black hole being pulled into the center of my body, being basically squished through like an even smaller penny-sized hole.
Yeah. And with that,
bunched up with Idris.
With that, I need to switch the scene for a moment because something really interesting occurs. I'm going to go ahead and switch it back to the guest thing. And I'm going to switch over to Zen and Carnelian just for a moment. You 3 are pulled into the darkness.
Tell me about the rabbits, George.
The
Stop.
Basically what's happening.
The echo shift, like Cornelia said, just filters through a penny-sized hole. You feel all of your magic lost and regained once more from any type of magical like thing that you've had occurred before. Zenon and Idris vanish from their spots for any of you there, but for a moment, I'm going to cut to what happens inside. The shift between planes for Zenon is new, but not only is it new, Carnelian, you return Zenon back to his plane of origin for what would be the first time since however long it's been. Zenon, you're going to have a whole ass flashback because there's some stuff. Zenon, in being siphoned through, you lose vision for a moment. You don't know where you are. Everything's black and dark. Voidless light, nothing to be seen.
Oh. Where?
You
What?
watch yourself stand and you feel the ground below you. It is dark, but you stand on floor. You look up, you're in a room, an empty room. You see furniture. You see windows that are kind of fogged out. Ice along the cracks of the windows. You see a fireplace that looks burnt over, like with like multiple burns and degrees outside of the fireplace itself, like it's all blackened. You see soot expanding across the entirety of the walls around it, along with the windows chilled with frost. No outside beyond, just a black fog that moves swiftly with the howling wind that you can hear beyond the wall. Also, in this room, you walk forward. You see an earthen spike from the ground, pierced up, extending from the ground, and piercing 2 individuals into the wall.
Oh my god.
You walk over, you see the Arshadar Kai,
Mm-hmm.
and you see that they have familiarity to you, but nothing that you can pin and piece on.
Who are this kid? No.
You hear cries.
No.
You look over beyond. Different elemental chaos reigns and energy pulls from a crib. You hear coos and cries in the crib.
No. I'm gonna look over, of course.
You walk
and just,
over.
like, perceive what's going on in there.
You look inside. You see a baby, a Shadar Kai, silvered hair, skin, blue eyes. It is young and swaddled. You see that the towel that's around it is wrapped in soot. You see its face covered in ice and fire, burns, but it cries.
No, this can't be. No. This doesn't make any sense.
It cries very loudly.
I'm gonna try and like shush it. Can I even like touch it?
Yeah, you touch it. It's real to you. You can pick it up.
Pick up the baby.
Yeah, you pick it up, and as you go to pick up the child, it cries. The cries dampen to till it becomes mute. As you look up, you're no longer in the room. The scene changes. You stand in front of a door that is very familiar to you. These look like the monastery doors.
Why here?
You're holding the child. Sand blows across your face. The arms and the door in front of them. You hear behind the door conversation.
You put my ear up to it.
They are not Genasi, Livian. They come as an omen to us who protect. Remind yourself of the Sandman's sacrifice. You must protect the gifts he has left behind. Another voice, softer, but maybe as serious. And who's to say it's not a gift? If it comes to us at Nova Night, as if a sign from the gods, Arcanine plays his tricks, but remember the fortune he brings to those who need it. Look at me and my dedication to the Makoti. So you will bear the blame when destiny arrives. An elven child will grow into a man and then into what? a dark shadow of chaos that will siphon you. Your devotion away from the Fey ruler has you seeking fairy tales. The boy shall be Zenin, a gift from the gods, divine in purpose and free of judgment from air, fire, water, and earth, and he will possess all of our nations within him, the elemental chaos that can't be controlled and will hurt another. We will help him tame it, Straven. You hear a pause. You are a fool to give him a name. When he is called upon, his name shall remind you of your lack of foresight. The gods are no more, and this is a delusion. The elements are far too great to control, especially since his departure. The Fire Genasi grow tense to seek out these batteries. We make ourselves a target to nations. I will have no part in your antics. You hear walking off. You peek through the door. You see Livian, the elf that took you in, your sensei. Zenin, my child. Speaking down into like their own hands, the same baby you hold.
I look down at my hands.
You look at the same
their-
thing. Same thing.
Oh
You
my
look down at
God.
yourself and you look down at the thing. Zenin, my child. You will not know this now, but the truth of Genasi is that they are divided. But maybe one day you can see that they are harmonious again. So many creatures of the Makoti believe that the Sandman's mission was to unite the Genasi. I've seen paths to the divide, and these gods arise to replace the truth, and only seek to divide the world for their safe havens. The Nova Night is a distraction from something greater to come, of hope Irish you're ready for. The eyes kind of look up and look to the door, look at you, and then everything kind of vanishes as you land in place with Carnelian and Idris. And the baby's gone from your hands.
I'm like on the ground, like looking for it, like if I lost my glasses. Wait, come back, come back.
Carnelian and Idris, you see, you emerge into the same place you're familiar with, but you see Zenon who like grisps onto the ground. A very familiar feeling of like as if your home's in the distance, but dark.
Carnelians are going to walk up and grab his throat and make him look up at him. So I'm not grabbing that. I'm not grabbing that hard.
Thank
by the way.
God.
No,
You
just hold on.
You
Yo,
sounded
he's getting his
aggressive.
bag, bro.
Woo!
No, like you get the acting back, but I'm more so grabbing you to make you look at me. If you look away, I'll grab harder. But
Mm,
so you just give up just like that.
It's the only way, no?
Only way for what?
Me and Berenger, we are linked. I am part of the phylactery, and the phylactery needs to be destroyed.
Oh,
And-
Jacob, is my hand okay? Sorry, this
No.
is
I love that
important.
laugh.
It moves and it has a countenance of being confused, but it doesn't move away from you. It just more than it just like grips onto you, and it's like a tightness to your shoulder for a second as it like basically held on for dear life to be sucked into whatever it thinks it got sucked into.
Mhm.
But otherwise, it's still holding on very tight to you.
Hmm.
So there is like there's resistance.
Idris
Is-
just pats him with a hand.
From it loosens up for a second, crawls on your shoulder, crawls like from your one shoulder to the other shoulder, then just like stands there, kind of like in its like 5-finger pose.
Carnelian will drink his potion with one hand while still holding on to Zenin, and then let me roll that.
You kiss. Sorry, I don't know where that came
What? That's
I
insane. What?
Spit it back into his mouth.
from. Sorry.
2d4 plus 2. Hold on. I heal 7 HP. My potion is gone. Okay. After drinking the potion, I look back down So you need to, like, you sure you need to die
And do not.
for this?
I can't think of any other way.
Can
Unless
I roll
I
something
can
for
make.
that?
Yeah, I was about to say unless I can make it.
All of you can make all of you can make Arcana checks
Okay.
Arcana.
just to kind of get the magical like feeling of what's going on with Zenon, the hand, whatever you want.
14?
6.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
That checks it.
With all of your minds combined, it's hard to grasp
Yay.
what it actually is the tether, but Zenon, that same feeling of like connection, you do not feel right now.
I
It
don't.
feels blank. It feels like it's paused. Like you can still feel it's there, but you feel as though like you're not being like siphoned away.
Cornelian, I mean, while I'm in this plane, and if I don't see that like attachment, I don't feel the attachment as I did before. So maybe that's a lead to another way. But again, from what I know, is that the phylactery feed has got to be destroyed, and I'm still a part of it. This might only be delaying it.
Mm.
If
So-
that is what you want, I'll give it to you. However, you owe me a lot. That being the reward you set us out on in the first place.
Oh yes, the reward. And if you want to know where the reward is, it was money, correct?
It was money.
Wait, pause.
And
Are you
others.
saying you don't remember what you promised?
I was just making sure that's what you wanted. I
mean-
remember our deal was you guys get the loot in the dungeon and the money.
You had money yourself to give.
I would give you the money when we got back to Holivor.
Okay. And with your death, if you tell me where it all is, I can pass it to whoever you wish as the whatever is left over that's not rewarded to us.
Okay. So
And
you want me
like-
to just tell you where it is or where you can get it?
Yes. Tell me where this is your sentence. Like, you tell me where the money is. Anything that you want passed to somebody else, you tell me that now.
I think
Because
we're gonna divulge from this to Zenon being like a hour-long conversation of like trying to explain to you where it's at because it's very
Yeah.
complicated.
okay, but I would understand.
I mean, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
That's comforting, thank you.
Zenon's like goes well, and then that's where it cuts.
Well.
With that being said, I'm gonna return back to the VTT to see what's going on back in the game. You guys have 10 rounds approximately to figure out stuff, but you guys immediately see Behringer drop in size. Back to tiny. Doesn't move away from you.
Did he move away?
No.
Because of him getting. Oh, okay. I
No,
gotta
he
say.
stays within the range of you. But he does shrink back to his normal size as he just grew large, shrinks for a moment, and then the head kind of swivels to look. He's like, "Where did my friend?"
Moses is gonna look down and smile.
The skull can't smile, so it just stares at you back. So it just looks up and it's like, "Where'd they go?"
Don't worry about it.
No, he needs to be here. And then next on the initiative order, it's going to be Ymir, Mimosa, Velu, and Father Cruz.
I want to swing.
Roll a hit.
If I miss again, I'm gonna tweak the fuck out.
We have to finish him fast so they don't kill him.
Shit. 15. Miss.
15 hits.
Oh, swag. Cool. 16 damage. And strength. How much is the strength again? That is the enlargement.
2. It's 20. Just add 4 because you have rage too.
Well, it already adds the rage.
I have a question for Idris, by the way. Your mental inspiration isn't concentration.
Mm. No, it's at the expense of my
Bardic.
bardic inspiration.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's a perm. Cool. I just wanted to ask.
It'd be 18.
18.
And then I'm gonna swing again.
Big swings.
22.
Big guy, little hammer. Both hit.
And then 14 damage.
Okay. You see the cracking on the. You see the shield is not as powerful as it was before. As you see, kind of the essence like shifted away, and Behringer like kind of like changes between the two voices of high pitch and that slowly like dark pitch. It's like, wait, it's not. Where did he go? And you see that the Behringer just like takes like a tether and tries to look around you, but your big encompassment of the area prevents like his like immediate foresight to see what's going on. Musa, is there anything else you wish to do?
No, there's nothing else I can do.
All right, the rest of you. Bello, Father
Is-
Cruz.
Gonna ride over and attack him.
Yep. Bring your.
While
steed
you're
around.
riding, Ymir's gonna jump off midway.
Yeah.
It'll still be half
There
your
we go.
movement to get up, but yes, easy enough.
There we go.
All right.
Oh my.
You rolled a
Is it
hit.
20 hit?
5 feet into the air, by the way. It's not an advantage roll. You're not above him.
That's just if it's smaller.
Oh, if it's just smaller?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, sure. No
You
argument.
hear from behind. Can you move 5 feet away? Father.
I'm just gonna give him a thumbs up. Wait, there we go. Like that? Is that good?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so 20 and 25.
Hits.
Okay. Oh, I didn't roll it. Okay. 3 radiant, 20 something. 23 to go.
23 total?
Yeah.
Holy moly. Okay. Cracks. Stop! Stop it!
Oh wait, I'm also going to. No. Okay.
Okay. After
Bello's gonna move.
yours, Bello, you move, and Ymir, you can also. Your turn will come shortly as well. You're all in the same round.
Alright, Ymir's gonna be charging up a spell.
Velu, same action as before. He's gonna start to position his arm up above his shoulder, like he's about to throw something. Black lightning comes out of his hands, and he casts lightning bolt and directly throws it at Behringer, trying
Alright.
to not hit Mimosa.
Yeah. Hey,
Ymir will
you can do
combo
that.
cast with a guiding bolt of
Yeah.
3rd level.
Oh yeah. Roll to hit. Oh, it's a saving throw for both, isn't it?
Roll a hit for me. I get advantage though.
You do.
Dex.
Dex.
Swear to God. Swear to God.
Ymir is gonna combo that with a magenta series.
Okay. Oh, 24 on the save. For
I'm
the
gonna turn
lightning
that
bolt.
into a 2.
Ooh,
Can I? Oh wait, no. Is it only? It's only when. Never mind. I have to
Nope.
say it before.
No,
Well,
you say it.
It's. I did say if it's succeeded or failed. So if you want to,
Okay.
For mine?
yeah.
I'll turn
I meant for the
turn it
save.
into a 2.
Yeah, you turn the save into it too. As you see, like the shield, like emboldening itself, bracing itself for the lightning bolt. Paying attention, you mirror from behind. Your magenta series flames start to flicker. You see the flames trickle as the guiding bolt reaches out and attacks from behind, preventing the block from being like shielded. Fails the save against your lightning bolt.
Yay.
What?
And that's a 26 to hit for the guiding bolt as well.
That hits.
It is. 30 damage. Lightning damage.
And for me, hold on.
30 lightning damage. Holy crap, guys.
6. Okay, hold on.
This might be something here.
Roll this.
This depends on what kind of.
Sorry, I suck at counting. Holy shit. +4, +1, +3, and then 2 more. +4, +3. 19. Oh wait, no. Half of it would be radiant damage. Half of it is the unresisted fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
19 damage in total.
Yes. 19 damage. Yeah. Okay. Berenger looks hurt as all of your attacks siphon all at the same time towards Berenger. All at once, you guys like reaping in the blows from Mimosa. Father Cruz, you striking with your, I'm assuming your sword still, yeah? Or is this your great axe? Or
Maybe my axe.
yeah, your axe striking out your axe. The lightning bolt from behind, shocking and blasting away more of the shield, away of this necrotic energy, and then this burning opening that you reveal, Ymir. You see the crackle of your fontaine of energy burst through, hitting Berenger directly, for the first time damaging it itself. And you see that the flames cackle through the eyes of Berenger, and there's a screech and wail of pain. Is there anything else you all wish to do?
Oops.
Give a middle finger to Berenger. Do you like that? It's special magic. It attacks at the soul. You can't dodge it.
I can't do anything.
Nothing else. That being said, it goes to Berenger's turn, where he regains all his legendary actions. Berenger looks around. You see the head skull turn. It's like, where is Sin? There's a portion of Berenger's like flicker of magenta that occurs upon him. Ymir, roll a d6 for me.
Oh my god.
4. I got a 4.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
With that, Berenger moves to this position, still within range of both you. How close is 20 feet? 10 feet? 10 feet? I'll be taking this back. And you see Berenger like flickers with green like necrotic energies going towards Mimosa, your steed, and you, Father Cruz. All three need to make Constitution saving throws.
Whack. 13.
Okay, nat 20 for me, and 21 for my horse.
I'm gonna change your nat 20 to a nat 1.
Will someone use something to make it not be in that one at least?
Hello?
Hey, yo,
Oh wait,
Adrian,
there's no
Um,
penalty. There's no penalty, right? If it's not one saving throw.
No, but I
Oh.
just don't want.
Fail, I'm gonna die. Hey guys, I'm gonna die.
I mean, I have
I
a
mean,
10, but I feel
I
like
have a 12.
you'd still fail.
You'd still.
Yeah.
All right. With that,
Um.
the nat one.
I can change it to what's I don't know.
Don't. Yeah, at the
Change
yeah,
it to a
at the
12.
guess.
All right, let's change
Yeah,
it to a
change it to a
12. All right,
12.
guys.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a 12.
Not on that
Easy one.
one. It shifts again to a 12. A weird resolve occurs on you, Father Cruz, as you have your natural 20 moment. You feel like the hand of your god Oros like reach out to you, and you look at Berenger, where a swipe of necrotic energy grabs onto your hand and says no, and just like completely blocks you off out of the way. A Zenon from like emerging into the darkness, like a shadow, cloaks over you, Father Cruz, like kind of hugs you in that same kind of like effect of like a friend would, and like protects you from a barrier, like to shield you for a moment. With a 12, what is your bonus for Constitution?
1,
So what is the total?
13.
A 13. Make sure. A 13 will still fail.
Question.
Answer.
Can this roll be used at any point in the campaign or just in the session?
Just in this session. And also
change it to-
we
I just
also
rolled
know
20.
the results already. We
Dang
know
it.
it fails. So, with that being said, Mimosa, Father Cruz, and this creature take 21 necrotic damage as the Constitution saving throw fails. Father Cruz, you fall. Your steed will also fall. You basically, the steed just falls to the side with you at the same time. The steed dispersing into radiant beams of energy, unable to do anything about it. It falls to the ground and you fall. You see the motes of energy leave. Mimosa, you see your father fall to the ground. Mimosa, you feel your life drained from you once again. Zbelu, you look and you see the crackling of Berenger, but you guys do not see him grow larger this time. You guys see that he just drains this energy and it disperses around him in like chaos. You will join me, and you will be my vessel. There is a multitude of just screams that come from the wails around of spirits. You guys can hear the no's and cries from beyond the realm of ethereal. Father Cruz, it is a moment where you're fading in and out, seeing your son Mimosa above you, lashing away at this skull, and you see Velu stare at you as you fall to the ground. After Berenger's turn, it goes back to the top and then to initiative 20. There are no more zombies in place and nothing can happen there. It immediately follows to Ymir, Mimosa, and Velu's turn. And Father Cruz, I'm going to have you make your first death saving throw.
Okie dokie. 2. I'm changing that to my 11. So
That's fine. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I want to change that to a 20, please.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Father Cruz.
I'm sorry, I'm not doing this.
Father Cruz, you are on the ground. It's like a symphony in your mind as you hit the ground for a moment and you hear the heartbeat of like the last moments. You can retain your 11 roll since Idris has already like circumposed that above you. However, with that, you feel like the hand of like you hear the strings of a lyre playing in your distance. The eyes heavenly glow above you, and there's a song that plays. It's sweet and kind, and it's almost familiar to one that you heard through the flames of Walter holding you by the side. And you hear this, and with that, you take a knee and you stand. You just take your large fur-bulged self, picking yourself off the ground, sluggishly holding your great axe at 1 HP as you are back up. What?
faith.
With that, the rest of you get to go. And you also have your full turn, Father Cruz.
If I turn.
Ymir's gonna run up, seeing that Cruz is up. Let's beat the shit out of this bitch.
Chris is gonna nod.
Behringer,
Wait.
you're the worst kind of people.
Wait, did my horse not succeed with 21?
Took 21 necrotic damage.
I thought it was a saving throw.
That 21 was the saving throw for your horse?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it fell because you died. So it just goes away.
Okay.
Yeah, it just disappears because you were no longer there to like hone it anymore. But yeah.
Behringer's glowing, by the way, guys. So you guys have advantage
We've had.
We have advantage?
for now, like this round,
This
because I
round.
hit it
Okay.
with the.
Guiding
Chris is
bolt.
gonna fucking attack him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, attacking.
Both of you
Ymir's gonna attack him.
roll
Oh,
to hit.
jeez. Can I change? Oh, wait, no, I can't. Is it 12 hit tiny guy?
12 does not
Okay.
hit tiny guy.
Man.
Try again.
20 and 18. Does it?
Both hit.
Wait, die.
Ymir's gonna look off across at Velo, trying to see what he's about to do.
21
he can
hit?
use the combo.
21 hits.
Hey.
22 slashing, 7 radiant.
Oof.
Can I just have my D10 be my 10? My roll 10? I rolled a 10.
Okay.
Okay, I just want to do maximum output damage. So it would be. It'd be 19 damage.
Ymir's gonna charge up another magenta series. Is there a way I can position a fireball without hitting any of my teammates?
I don't think so.
Hit me.
Oh, hit me!
I can
What's
take
the
it.
saving throw? What's the saving throw?
Because
Hit
it'd be
me.
pretty cool. It's dexterity saving throw. You have advantage on dexterity saving.
I have advantage on the hit me.
I
It would be
don't.
really cool.
Hit
Yeah,
me.
hit.
I won't. Okay, Ymir's charging that shit up while everybody's beating the fuck out of Behringer.
Velu's gonna put like a hand out and like purple shit comes out of his hand and he cast his Shadow Blade
Mm-hmm.
for his bonus action, and instead of running up to the thing, he's literally gonna throw the Shadow Blade at Behringer.
Ooh, go ahead. You're gonna roll strength for this because throwing is gonna be a strength roll.
It's still gonna be advantage, right? Because
Yes.
he's glowing. Alright.
Okay. Fuck me.
No.
Oh, that's good.
What's
17.
your 17 hits?
Thank God. It's gonna be second level, so it's gonna take. Does it also take, so when I throw it, right? No, never mind. It just takes psychic damage. 10.
It's all psychic damage.
Yeah.
As the shadow blade hits, it disperses across of Behringer. You realize that he is immune to psychic damage.
That's stupid.
But it does dissolve across and distract enough for Ymir to let out potentially a fucking crazy fireball.
Yeah, Ymir is gonna charge it up, and he's gonna say to Cinder, "Remember when you told me to run?"
Here, it's gonna be risky.
It's gonna be fine. Mimosa's strong. Cruz is strong. Velu's strong. All of my friends are really strong. Magenta series. And he's gonna look at Behringer and throw out a giant ball of flame as it bounces and rolls, a purple magenta ball will fly on towards them, turning into like a chomper, like a Pac-Man chomp, as it slowly grasps Mimosa and Berenger and burst into. I'm gonna direct it away from Green.
So you want it right here, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
With that,
And then roll, and then one last slamming its jaws into Berenger.
okay. It needs to make how many saving throws, I guess?
Dexterity save DC 17.
And then does that have to roll a save for your fire or no?
It still has to roll a save for my already magenta series
Yeah, that's
fire
what I
that
was
I have on
thinking.
it.
Yeah, it will do that it did that for the first round, but the saving throw is to prevent the damage or to stop it, right?
To stop it
Right.
completely.
Okay. Berenger uses his legendary resistance to
Oh well, damn.
automatically succeed
Oh wait, I roll
the
again.
fireball. Using up that for the day.
Oh well, damn.
Does it take away the damage completely?
He also has evasion, so he takes 0 damage.
No.
You see the fire flicks on Berenger, unable to hit him in any type of way. Berenger stares through the fire at you. Yes. Mimosa, you take half the damage. Or you take.
Which is what?
I believe no, you take the full damage. I think actually.
Well, I'm
You
raged.
failed, right?
Yes.
Oh,
So
no.
I take
Well,
half.
you have
Like,
resistance to fire.
No, they have resistance to necrotic.
I'm
I'm
raging.
looking at the profile.
I'm raging.
Yeah.
The resistance switches when I rage.
No. What do you mean it switches?
That's the custom homebrew, guys.
Dang, you said you'd be good, bro.
Oh
You
my
take
You
half
god.
the
dead said
damage.
you'd
didn't
be
realize
good,
my
Go ahead
bro.
and roll the
advantage would be
damage.
that bad.
26 damage,
Roll
bro.
Just watch Ymir
26
kill my
damage.
son.
Mimosa is gonna he's gonna try to get out of the way, but he's gonna step on his own tail and just look at this fireball and just say, "Oh shit."
An immediate incineration of flames around. In a way, Father Cruz, when you see it occur, you see Baron just stare at you. It's like a sinister way that gives you like this fate aura, like this was gonna happen in some way. And there's a moment, Father Cruz, where you reach your hand out to Ymir to yell, "No, don't!" And you see Berenger just like vanish for a moment and reappear back in place. And Mimosa, you're the only one left behind, and you take all of the fireball damage. As the area is just magenta flames flickering
damage
around
was it?
you. 26.
So I'd be taking 13.
You do not
Oh.
take half damage here.
Oh, you're right.
So you take the full fire damage, which drops you to 0.
Yeah.
What was the save?
You would drop to 0.
The save was
17.
17.
I'm pretty sure, I don't know if this helps or anything, but it just gave Mimosa something.
Yeah, the mantle inspiration.
what it
How much
was.
HP did you have? You had 4 additional HP from your temporary HP, by the way.
That one have saved me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you are at 0. With that being said, on failing the fire saving throw because you're magenta series, that means they also automatically fail to save for your unresisted fire damage, which will lick at them each round.
You want me to roll that?
He actually drops to his knees.
Ymir, you don't have to roll it right now. It's going to auto crit. It's going to auto crit them whenever it hits. So someone has to do something to help. But each round, when you're making saving throws, Mimosa, you will fail 1, just automatically.
Swag.
Oh my god, bro. You said you'd be fine, bro.
I thought I'd be fine.
Berenger floats above. There's a cackle almost in the air, but swiftly changes into that tone of pitch that you guys are unfamiliar with, and now returns to saying, "Now, all you're just so close. If we could only just wrap it up." With that being said, at the end of your turns, actually, Ymir, you haven't done any bonus action. And I think same thing. No, bonus action was Shadow Sword, right, for you, fellow?
Oh yeah, but I'm moving. Don't worry.
Can I
Give me a
bonus
second.
action turn invisible?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Okay, guys. Thank-
If the true sight didn't mean anything, for sure.
Does it
I'm
take a
not
bonus
actually-
action to use a scroll?
I mean, using an object is an action.
Oh, look.
Bonus action regret.
But
Bonus
Bongo,
You know what? Yeah, Bongo, come over here.
Bongo
Attack
flies
him.
over.
Ymir is gonna give Bongo. I have an agonizing scorcher scroll
Bongo
and a ray of sickness scroll, but I think
Bongo-
it's better to use the ray of sickness.
What's up
Because
to
he'll-
you?
He says, how many legendary saves does he have?
You have no clue.
He used 2.
Use 2.
You better use one.
Yeah, he'll just
Oh,
use
yeah.
1 then. Okay, I'm gonna give him the ray of sickness then.
Bongo grabs the scroll and looks at you. It's like, right now, to him? Yes, yes, this is what I was meant for! It's like, holds up the scroll, looks over at Behringer and says, be gone, death itself! Magenta Teres! Like, just starts shouting it.
He has advantage because he's glowing.
Roll to hit for Bongo for this spell. Just go ahead and he's gonna get a plus of. He gets a +4 for his intelligence on the roll.
Okay.
He doesn't have
21.
proficiency. It's just 21.
21 to hit.
That hits. Hold on.
Legendary resistance.
Well, holy shit! No, he can't. He can't use legendary resistance.
He already used his reaction. Yeah, it hits. Roll the damage for it.
Please.
Bongo killing the boss is hilarious.
Chat. Chat.
Don't fuck this up because
We
you already
act-
fucked it up. You already
We
fucked it
actually
up.
got fucking
I
outdone by a
okay.
monkey.
You fucked it up.
Listen,
Fuck
she
yeah.
said to do it. I'm not gonna
13
lie.
damage.
That's not his fault.
13 damage.
What kind of damage is that?
Please tell me he's not resistant to poison.
As
There's
the
no way he's
spell
resistant.
releases from Bongo, it hits into the eyes of Behringer, and the eyes crack for a moment. As you see it absorb the energy, you realize that Behringer is immune to poison damage.
Fucking
I
god.
quit. I'll see y'all later. I'm
Behringer
sorry.
swallows it,
Demetri!
looking at you and Bongo. Bongo like says that should have worked. That should have worked. What is he doing? Oh god, Dad. And there's a moment of like pause.
Okay, you fly away now.
I used all my movement to get here, Dad.
Okay, Ymir's just gonna get in front of Bongo.
Bongo hurdles behind you.
You know, in life you just have big blunders, and if you survive it, you could laugh about it later.
The enlarge also goes away, I think, for Mimosa at this point, because there's nothing else to focus on, so you do reduce back to your original size.
No, I want to be dead and large.
Should have had Bongo put out the fire.
Maybe.
He can't put out the fire, right?
It's internal,
Well,
yeah,
it's
it's
on
hard.
there.
It's a saving
What the
throw.
fuck is Bongo gonna do against the sun on the ground?
The only thing that would
know.
stop like that effect from
Bongo,
occurring
go inside
is,
Mimosa.
is like them being alive to stop it. So, with that being said, all of your turns end. It's Behringer's turn.
Swear to fucking God.
Behringer,
Dead.
Mimosa, can you roll a d6 for me? Actually, you know what? Father
Yeah.
Cruz, you haven't rolled d6 for me.
Okay.
Roll 1d6.
Sorry, guys. I
Please.
okay.
Please. Please.
Oh god. Oh, 3.
A 3.
Okay.
Thank fucking
Behringer
God.
cannot contain the power to howl and reduce any of you back to 0. You turn invisible, Father Cruz. Mimosa is down in the flames, out. Behringer floats slowly over to you, Ymir.
Hey. Hi.
Wait, he left my range. Opportunity attack.
He did, because you were invisible. He didn't care for it. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay.
Please, God.
Okay. 25.
A 25 hits.
Okay.
Please.
Okay, 6 damage, 3 radiant. So 9 in total.
9 in total. 5, 6.
The silence is real. Can you just say, how do you do
Very
it?
loud.
How do you
I
do it?
I had to.
How do you
I'm
do
doing.
it?
I'm doing math because there's resistances in play that I have to take into consideration each time you guys do these attacks. But radiant isn't something he's immune to, so he doesn't get resistance to it. But there's other resistances a part of that with magic weapons that I have to take in consideration. He sits cracked. The skull cracks for a moment behind from Berenger as you reveal yourself from invisibility.
Red.
And reveal yourself. Doesn't go away. We'll say you're visible for now. But Berenger, in your hit, does not approach Ymir, staying within the fiery flame area. Looks at you, who is still up on your knee, strikes one last time. Looks at Mimosa. Oh, I get it. He's the reason that you want to stay alive. Berenger looks over at Mimosa.
How do you do that?
Mimosa, you fail a saving throw. As you guys see a life drain force pull from Mimosa. And you
That
see
spell? What is
the mouth open from Berenger. This is just life drain. It just opens his mouth. You see him sucking in the soul of Mimosa into his mouth. You see the eyes glowing and bright. You see the vitality of this creature is low, but he's siphoning all of the energy from Mimosa right now, stealing a saving throw from you, Mimosa. You automatically fail one. It's the end of Berenger's turn. Top of the round. It is now Ymir, Velu, and Father Cruz. And Mimosa, I need you to make a death saving throw for me. You fail another as the fire flicks from within.
What?
What?
The magenta flames that Ymir casts with his magenta series spells take into effect
Yeah.
continuously.
Oh
It
my god.
doesn't stop.
If you
Wait,
go below
wait,
a,
wait,
if you
wait,
go
wait.
below a 10, I'll use my 14.
Can't I just use Spare the Dying?
You can use Spare the Dying.
You can, but I need
believe.
I need this roll to happen first. Because it all
If you go
happens in the
below
same
10,
initiative.
I'll use my 14.
Lock in, please.
Death saving throws prioritize an initiative.
Okay. Me and Ymir have the Spare the Dying.
Because if a
What
if
attack
a
do you have?
natural one occurs here, oh no, that's 2 fails. This is actually a really important roll. You might die here.
Roll it, dude.
Mimosa, roll your death saving throw.
I will use my 11 on you.
That's fine. Just roll a death
Yeah,
saving
I
throw.
got plenty
No one
of
hear
them.
me say
12.
14 like 3
12.
times?
You succeed your death saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay. Ymir, what actions you got? What spells you got? What attack spells?
I still have Guiding Bolt. And I'm
And
gonna
death
hand the
saving?
scroll over to Bongo. It is not
Bongo.
a saving throw.
Yeah. He holds it.
Okay,
His
roll your
hands.
attack.
You see kind of like tears welling up in Bongo's eyes. Like, what do we do?
Don't calm down. Hey, calm down. Look at me. It's gonna be fine. Raise your hand up like this. Ymir's gonna raise his hand up at
He puts
Berenger,
his hand up. His eyes are closed.
and you cast the spell with me. Open your eyes. Look at your enemy in the face. Don't be scared. And Ymir's gonna cast Guiding Bolt, and I'm gonna have
The jaw
Bongo cast
unhinges
Scorcher.
from the mouth of Berenger, siphoning your son away from you. You see, you almost see the soul of Mimosa crawling at the ground, clawing away, being pulled into Berenger's mouth.
And we'll dual cast big crazy spell.
Yeah.
While you're doing dual casting, Velu from all the way in the back is casting.
Oh, I didn't even see
Magic
you over there.
Missile.
You moved.
You're
like,
fucking him up.
okay.
Fuck him up.
Magic missile.
Yo, I didn't see him.
And then Father Cruz,
I'm waiting to see what their damage is.
you can go too.
I'm waiting.
Go ahead and go.
God fucking damn it. Spare the Dying.
Spare the dying. The moment strikes at 0, where Mimosa's health now reaches to 0 and they are stable. However, they will continue to take damage, which means that they will fail and drop to 0, where they'll have to make another saving throw. They cannot save from the thing. You cast your Spare the Dying. They are safe for a round, but they will continue to make saving throws after that round ends. You can continuously cast Spare the Dying over and over again, but that's going to be basically your whole entire time is casting Spare the Dying until they regain HP. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. So you are focusing on this the same time. You basically see like describe like a divine power from a father to his son to like basically pull your son back into his own body. What does it look like divine wise from your side as you're standing next to Berenger tackling and pulling the tethers of your son?
Like his soul?
Yeah, his soul is being torn left and right. Like it's like you see the soul being sucked into Berenger, and you see that for you, you're like basically like preventing it from happening as much as you can.
This is just fucking like constantly grabbing at it.
Yeah, you're just holding onto it tightly. Your muscles are ripping, and you're just pulling. Tears.
Not tears, I'd say. More like just anger. How dare he go down so easily?
Crazy word.
As the magic missiles shoot, what level do you cast magic missile at?
I think 2.
Okay. Level 2 magic missile sends out 5 missiles, I believe, or 4 missiles.
No, 4.
4 missiles shoot
9.
out like darts. 9 damage, force damage. Ymir, you and Bongo sending out your spell at the same time.
Guiding bolt 17 plus 8.
Hits. And then plus 4 for Bongos.
Plus 4 for Bongo. No, Bongo has an agonizing scorcher. They have to roll, but I'm assuming they're gonna save or something.
Yeah, they're gonna use their legendary resistance to save on the agonizing scorcher.
Which is fine. I'll use that as a distraction.
Yeah, Bongo flies up into the air, sending it out in a very mystical way, and looks at you and says, "Now, Father!"
And comboing with Velu, I get a 13 radiant damage on him.
Father Cruz.
Please.
You see the hand pulling tightly your son. Mimosa, there's betweens of just in and out of you seeing everybody fighting for your consciousness. There's tethers of your ichor that start to pour out of you. In moments of just reprise and trying to retaliate back, you fall unconscious, as you know what happens when that occurs. Your ichors start to grow and tether around your neck, starting to try to like save you too, because it wants this parasite, this type of thing that eats away at you, starts to try to take control. But you see Father Cruz starting to take a little bit of that into himself. You see the ichors grow and curl over to you, Father Cruz, as you also make this tether. And you see that it starts to crawl over to you in an agonizing way to try to leech onto you. But before it can, Ymir and Velu send your shots out, the magic missiles and the guiding bolt. How do you all want to do this, all 4 of you?
Man, this is a lot, guys.
You want to do the finishing blow?
Berenger is crackling with energy, siphoning away Mimosa.
I say our spells hit at the exact same time, using Bongo's distraction and Cruz's distraction from before, as Berenger's like head is like floating, looking all around all different places, but doesn't see the 2 spells hit and collide at the same exact time on each side of his skull.
There's a crackle of magical energy that siphons as through the skull of Berenger a hole emits from your guiding bolt, right? Guiding bolt just goes through the skull, like cracks from one shell of it to the next. You see the siphon stop from the mouth. Father Cruz, your Spare the Dying holds onto Mimosa. You no longer tether with the ichors. You're able to stave what's going on. The flames emit from the ground. The magic missiles swarming in, hitting into the eyes and face into the holes. That guiding bolt like opens up for Velu, and it just shoots inside, and you just see the skull splat. It's like shells blow apart. In a screech of howl and terror, and through the rest of the entirety of the lair, you hear just a burst. That's where we're gonna stop our session for now.
Stop the session. Stop the
It's
session.
over, guys. See you
Not
guys
the
next week.
You
session.
mean a
For
break,
our
right?
for our
You mean for a
break.
break?
Okay.
Oh.
For our
Holy shit! I would have been
break.
so pissed,
Oh.
bro.
Who needs a break?
Holy
Let's just
shit,
continue.
bro.
Let me live.
Look,
Let's change our last name to Dead.
crazy
That's all we do.
blunder, bro. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. I should have known about the legendary distance. That's my bad.
As
Hopefully
the
Demir.
as Behringer's head explodes into the room, spiritual energy siphons amongst the room, causing a whirlwind of souls to start emerging from the point of origin surrounding the area. As this occurs, you guys will probably have one of the strangest interactions once we return.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Dave, have you looked at meme chat?
It's a meme chat.
What meme?
Yeah, no, I
Yan.
saw Yan.
Wait.
Bro,
What
when
is
that
Yan
sequence
from?
was happening, I was trying my best not to read the chat, and then I see Yan, and I almost lost it, bro. Because I was so serious. I was so serious, and that got me. That almost got me, bro.
Yan.
Yan,
All
Yan,
Yeah.
fucking Yan, dude.
right, y'all.
Bro,
I'll
are
see.
you
I'll
using
see y'all.
Avatar?
I'll see you at
Not
9:30.
the Avatar.
All
Okay,
right.
Bookie.
Well, 30
Yeah.
past. All right. We'll see you in a minute.
Bookie. Bro.
So
Dre's
funny.
typing in chat talking about how like y'all are going to hell.
Welcome back,
Hi,
Jacob.
everybody.
We're
Hi,
just telling you how
Jacob.
funny you are.
Oh, that was
Uda.
so Uda gang. Oh my god. Alright guys, let's go die in
Walking
game.
up to some random guy on the street and saying, "Yo, Uda gang."
Uda, you looking fire, slime.
You just feel hard type shit. Keep it pushing, gang.
Please.
Everyone's here, Jacob.
1 second.
You're. Oh, there you go.
Okay. Was just wrapping up some stuff on my part. We're just gonna jump back into the VTT and just kind of resolve things from there, if that's okay.
Swag.
We'll just see how that goes, and we'll kind of go from that point. Back into the VTT, the fire flames flicker. Behringer's skull is no more. It just disappears from existence. Just in a massive, just shattering pulse out. From that bead of energy, you guys see what remains inside of Behringer is a small mote of light that cracks, and then out of it bursts like around a whirlwind of green, like necrotic spirit just surrounds the accompaniment of the area. Can we do? Is it necrotic that'll go green? Sure, let's make it necrotic damage because it's like red. Ew. Hate that color. Don't like that. Anyways, basically, draw bucket fill like green. Like this swirling like type green energy just starts surrounding the entirety of like the area around you. It just bursts, and there's like a wind that like picks up. You guys hold your hands above you and like hold the hands out to prevent yourself from sliding in your different positions. Spirits emerge and swirl around the room, some screaming, some crying, some like reaching a hand out to grasp you and like try to pull you with them. You dodge most of the other spirits. You guys see tens to hundreds of just trapped souls being released. It's a whirlwind of just spirits in this room. Velu, Father Cruz, Ymir, and I'll say Mimosa too. For the sake of this, all of you can make perception checks. Mimosa with disadvantage because you are stable, but unable
Yes,
to.
guys, I got a 4.
Go.
Perception?
Yes. 1.
21.
21 with disadvantage. Holy
Yes,
moly.
the other one, my other roll was a nat 20.
Holy
Yeah.
crap. And then for Velu as well.
Um,
This is perception.
it's 11, but you remember that +6 that you said like a long time ago?
Sure.
I'm gonna use it.
Well, that was an
Why not?
inspiration for another day. Like that day's passed at this point.
No, it's a 1d6 that you
No,
can use
you-
anytime for anything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a long time. Roll 1d6.
I
Add
still
it.
have it.
Yeah, roll it. You have to roll the
Will be
1d6.
Yeah, I think I have it too,
6.
guys.
6.
I also have mine.
So 17.
Okay,
Yours-
17.
I got 19.
Okay.
No, I don't have mine.
Yes, the dying man is more perceptive.
Father
What?
Cruz, what was your nat 1 roll?
Huh?
You rolled a nat 1 in the rolling thing.
Oh, that's the guidance.
Oh, rip. So, yeah, with
Oh,
that,
for example.
I think everybody succeeds here. 1, 2, 3, 4 of you succeed. Okay. You guys catch glimpses of spirits that pass that are familiar to you. For Father Cruz, you see 3 spirits that pass that are familiar to you. You see your father. You see Lily. You see the O'Connor parents. But also, you do not see Lenora. But you do not see Deirdre. You don't see them. You only see your father, you see the O'Connor parents, and you see what was described to you as Lily. Mimosa. You see Lily, you see the O'Connor parents, you see what was described to you as Deirdre, and what was maybe a story or two about Tara, which was Father Cruz's father. You see these familiar faces to you two. No one else seems familiar, other than one other spirit that passes across all of you. Everybody sees the spirit. All of you see Leo Solomon.
Oh,
Huh? Oh.
That spirit passes in front of Velu once. And passing in front of you, Leo, you see the spirit of Leo pass by you. A sentence comes out passing you. A thief, nothing more. My face belongs to me, no one else. And just passes you. For a moment in the stream of whirlwind, you hear the whispers and echoes of Leo. You see another face, Velu, but you only have seen this face in portraits, in pictures. You see the face of King Genesis pass through you. As it comes forward, it doesn't pass you in a significance of flying away. It approaches you directly from the beat of light to you, emerging a big burst of energy in front of you. You stand before the king. Kneel and confess your guilt! And just like reaches out to you to grab you by the face, and it disappears past you. And just moves on. The spirits rush in the room. Ymir, the Sandman, you see passing, like almost like laying on a lagoon, almost like relaxing, just sees you in passing, waves at you and says, "Oh, my child, what has happened to us? We'll see each other again." And just passes you once more. No one else sees this other than Ymir. But Ymir, your eye catches a twinkle from the corner of your eye, a very familiar face that brings you sorrow. You see Gale Kontar falling,
No.
pulling away from you,
No.
his hand reaching out. "Oh, Ymir, how good it is to see you." His hands reach to your face. What a fine man you have become. And the fade of spirit energy. The spirits whirlwind around the room more. You see unfamiliar faces around the room. You see two tabaxi-like creatures standing side by side with one another. You see another Leonin of like some significance in the room, not unsure what kind of chances of white in nature. Just stops. All the spirits swarm, commoners, other adventurers that maybe have come in here and lost their way. You see all of them dissipate as the storm subsides.
Amir's gonna fall to his knees.
We're gonna go into what's happening in here. Carnelian. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch to the other thing. You three. In the realm, 3 rounds have passed for combat initiative. So approximately an hour or two, an hour and a half about of time has passed. Roughly.
Okay. And during that time, Zenon was explaining.
Zenon has elongated his explanation of like where everything is to you.
I would like, during that time of explanation, I'd like I'd tell Idris to like copy all of it down, like on a paper or something, or write it, as well as Zenon write it himself, so I can compare notes later if needed.
Sure.
Writing
I
comments.
read it in Elvish. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, see him writing in Elvish. It's really beautiful writing, like a cursive script font. Like he's writing it really well. But as soon as you ask him to do the comment, it's like crayon writing. Like it's just
Yeah, it's not good handwriting at all.
You get one or the other.
Can't Ymir read certain languages? Is that correct?
I'd rather just have it in comments so we can all read it.
Zenon, there's a pulse of energy that you feel in this moment as you're finishing up the writing, and you feel a broken connection. You feel something like lighten your load, your shoulders relax, but you also feel your hand get tense on your opposite hand as you feel something arrive in your hand.
Looking at my hand.
You see something manifesting like physically into this realm. Carnelian, you're confused.
Carnelian takes the finished writing and backs up with a gun pointed at him.
No.
Zenon, you hold in your hand, you tighten the grasp, and materially, physically forming into your hand, something circular, an object with arrows pointing in directions, a compass forms. And it spins rapidly.
Whoa.
It's like it's continuously spinning nonstop.
Where does that come from?
Don't know, but a lot of stuff just happened in my mind, in my feelings, in my heart.
What do you mean?
The hand tapping you, Idris, jumps onto the ground, walks over to Zenon, stands up, points at you, Idris, points at Zenon, points at Carnelian, puts a thumbs up.
Can I roll like an insight to understand what the fuck that means?
Like what?
Sure, it's not insight, it's intelligence.
Sure, whichever.
Use intelligence for sure.
16.
16. It's pointing at the order of which Zenon and then to 2 of you. It points and then just makes a thumbs up motion. You get the sense that something's okay, but with the 16, it doesn't. It looks like it wants the hand is moving in a notion of like freedom, like it's moving in a way where it's relaxed versus the tensity that it had before. But with that being said, Zenon, you hold this compass in your hand and it spins rapidly. It forms on your hand physically and it's removable. You can it's its own individual object, but it keeps spinning. It just won't stop.
Yeah, I'm just like switching between my hands over and over again. And I look over at Idris, who just asked a question. I'm like, well, putting context clues together with the hand and this feeling of relief, I think the others did it. I think they defeated Behringer.
Hmm. Oh, so you were. Huh. Interesting.
What does that mean
Oh.
for you then?
I don't know. But I have this compass, and I don't. Maybe it just doesn't work in the shadow. But
May I hold it?
sure. And he just like tosses it over to you like a nonchalantly.
Hands it
I'll
over.
throw my gun, pick it up.
Yeah, you throw it over. You grab it into your hand. You look at it, spinning.
It just leans over to also stare at it.
Spinning.
Can I
It's
roll something
it
to-
spins counterclockwise, and then it'll like for a moment like stop, and it'll go the other way and rewind, and then go backwards and go the other direction. That's all it does the whole time. If you guys want to make any type of arcana or anything like that on it, you can. Investigations, whatever you want.
I'll do.
I'm gonna do Arcana.
Okay, I'll do investigation then.
Cool.
Ain't that smart? 10.
19.
You're pretty smart.
Arcana wise, it's a compass. It has some gold and like inlay in it, but it doesn't seem like it could possess like super magical ability in some way. It's not like your loot, you know, like it's or lyre. I mean, it's not definitely not the same energy coming from it. Your investigation, Carnelian, you do see that there is like the make of this compass. Your investigation kind of tells you that this is old. Other than there's wear on this. Like this has been used before. This is not a brand new object, so it may give you the sense that this is not magical by any means. If anything, it's just a broken compass.
That's all for my 19?
That's all.
Okay. Well, I'll look back over it then. Well, do you want
I mean,
to keep it
yeah,
or
to keep
okay.
it 'cause it's manifested in my hand. It's gotta mean
Right.
something, and I'll probably find use of it.
Well,
Into the material plane.
you say you want to find use of it, and Carnelian draws his gun again. If you'd like, I could do that for you, but there's no guarantee that if you go back there that Behringer will stay dead, because the way that was described before was he's alive as long as you're alive.
I fear maybe that is true, but I don't want to be a risk taker.
There's a moment where you guys pause. We're gonna return back to the other scene as you guys are still kind of like waiting out the time for your echo shift a little bit. You guys can take a short rest if you desire.
What about the mimosa situation of burning and dying and burning and dying?
Well, their situation happens for hours, but it's only a minute for you guys. So we're gonna get to like the rest of what happens for you as well. I want them to return to the scene after basically a few rounds, so they need to resolve any of the short rest situation first before they return, because they might get stuff back.
I thought you were talking about us.
Yeah,
my
they
bad,
are
my bad.
back.
Sorry, I was tripping.
Yeah, this is for Zen and Carnelian and Idris.
Gotcha.
But yeah, if you guys want to take short rest. Also, Carnelian, Idris, and Zenon, if you were affected, the curse that you had for your maximum HP is gone, and this also goes for people who are outside as well. Your guys' curses that reduced your maximum HP, that's no longer in effect anymore. Your guys' HP is returned back to its normal. But you don't regain health though; it just goes back to its maximum.
Cool.
So.
I'll take a short rest. Why not?
Can we, as we're talking?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And you guys will do that for the
Perfect.
time being, and I'm gonna go back to the VTT, and we'll see what's going on there. All right, you four, Father Cruz, Velu, Ymir, Mimosa. Mimosa, you're being held alive by a Spare the Dying that Father Cruz is basically focusing on with 1 HP, there is basically a slither of a chance that things would go bad in this room. But I'll say I need. I'm gonna say Velu. Can you flip a coin for me? Just a 1d2. Flip a coin.
He just said
Yes,
baby.
yes, I can
Okay,
flip a
never mind.
coin.
Is it
Yeah.
a sliver or 50%?
It's something else.
Okay.
How do you want me to roll this?
Just roll. You can roll 1d2, or you can just literally flip a coin and just tell me heads or tails. Whatever you want.
Coins. I'll do 1d2. 1 second. 1 second. 1.
Okay. Cool.
I don't like cool.
All right. With that, the flames still flicker on the ground from the fireball, still remaining, lingering around the place. Without entering into the fireball area, I believe your magenta fire still remains in the area because it just remains there for a while.
No, it
It'll
only attacks like a living creature, so
Okay.
it'll go away
It'll
as
eventually
like
go away. Okay.
as a fireball would go away instantaneously.
The fireball flames flicker, not be able to catch on anything other than the dead corpse in the corner here, anyways. That just catches on fire and just fucking burns alive or dead, whatever you would say about it. But the fire is gone. Mimosa is being held alive right now by a 0. In order to save from the fire, they'll have to come back, like, to get HP back.
Ymir, are we able to move?
Yeah, you guys are. There's no longer initiative. You guys can just go.
Ymir's gonna run over to Mimosa and look at his like items and look for alcohol,
You for certain find some.
and he's gonna start dumping it down Mimosa's gullet.
Okay. I believe with the Amulet of the Drunkard, right? That's what you have? You regain
Yes.
HP now because of that.
Yes.
So I will say for the sake and purpose, this alcohol you're drinking is the last of whatever alcohol you had. Okay?
Okay.
So you regain hit points equal to basically a health potion. So 2d4 plus 4.
It's a 4d4 plus 4.
Oh, yes, my bad. Apologies. So you regain
It's
health.
very strong alcohol.
Ymir's gonna be crossing his fingers because I just imagine when Mimosa was telling him about the amulet, Ymir's like, that's bullshit. Like that doesn't actually work.
17.
You regain 17 hit points. You are back. You are no longer unconscious. You are awakened. The light that you dropped with you still hovers around you. You bounce back up. I believe it's at what was that? 17 you said? Oh. I don't think I could change it. But either way.
Yeah, I fixed.
Yeah, all good. But you're back up to 17. You're prone on the ground. I need you to. What kind of saving throw is it?
Constitution.
Yeah, make a con save.
Okay.
Let me check actually.
Damn.
Fails.
10.
10. That fails. You'll take the 1d4 damage. You no longer have to focus on spare the dying, by the way, Father Cruz.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. You are able to move freely. Velu, you're also at the top of the map. You're able to move freely as well.
Ymir's gonna try and end the flames. He's never tried it before.
Try to douse them in some way. It's magical. It's this wouldn't be medicine. Make an Arcana check to see if there's a way for you to end this effect.
Siphon.
Guidance.
13 plus. You said guidance. 18 and then D4 for guidance, right?
You feel as though the only way to end this effect would be to do something like dispel magic against Mimosa. Like there has to be
Maybe not
some
that bad.
kind of, actual contesting magic to stop it.
How much
Ymir's
damage do I take? You didn't roll a d4. Did you?
Oh, let me roll it. Sorry.
Is there a fire
I
still on
did.
the ground?
It's flickering a little bit on the ground, keeping the area lit
One-
up, but it's not
One
damaging.
fire damage.
One.
Hmm.
Yeah.
One fire damage. Make another con save. Just gonna kind of keep it going until either you drop to 0 or you save. So
16.
I believe that saves, or it's just missing.
Unfortunately, I did not end my. Can I say that I ended my innate sorcery thing?
Oh my god.
Because I did it. It
you
lasts for a minute.
you fail this one, but the innate sorcerer can end after that.
Okay,
Lord.
He just clicks in
Another
Ymir's
another
brain.
D4 of damage.
sorry. It's one. It's one damage.
Alright.
Ymir's just looking at him. You said
Just-
that he was.
Mimosa's,
Ymir's gonna punch him in the shoulder. You said you would survive it. What did
Mimosa's
you
sitting
bullshit?
there coughing, holding his chest.
You could have died.
My
How many
insides
times
are
are we
on
gonna have to
fire.
watch you two die?
You bullshit.
Another con save. We're just gonna knock this out. 15.
Fucking
Wait,
fuck.
what does it say now?
It's 16 now.
Just keep
So you
rolling
fail.
until you
failed.
save.
1d4. This is just waiting it out's just so funny
if I
too.
have if I have proficiency in con, can I just help?
No,
Can I help?
this is not
Dang
a.
it.
You can't help saving throws.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slowly wither away.
It's
Ymir's just
funny
staring at them.
What's the roll?
because if they die, it could happen. You know.
You're just gonna give Ymir a look.
It's what are you looking at me? He said it. No, cause he said he'd be fine.
All right.
How
At
is
least you'll
damage?
die love,
1d4.
Mimosa.
Roll your 1d4.
Oh, sorry. 2 damage.
All right.
Ouch.
Con save.
Don't you have resistance that one of you won?
It's unresisted.
Oh yeah,
fire
you.
damage.
It is unresisted fire damage. That's unfortunate. It ignores resistances.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. You succeed. The fire within flames as you cough up a little purple magenta flame from your mouth. You see the flames that are kind of lingering on the top of you flicker out. Finally, Ymir, your Arcana from before can tell that it's ended.
Mimosa's just heavily breathing.
We won.
Remind me not to piss you off, Ymir.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Were those spirits real?
Oh, the spirits. Ymir's gonna cry.
You guys see down. You see Carnelian's echo near the south of this room.
Ymir's on the ground right now. My grandpa is dead. I saw my
sorry to hear that.
grandpa.
I saw my parents. Yours will put like a hand on Mimosa's shoulder. I saw your parent too.
What did Lily look like? Did she see Mimosa?
Mhm.
Like, what was her expression?
What can I say? There was like passing words that came to you, like it was soft, and sad. It was kind of just shouting for you almost. It was asking like, "Can you hear me? I want to be with you. Can you hear me? Is that you?" And that's all it said. Like it was just like it was asking like if you were who you say you were like laying on the ground unconscious. Like it's so like blurry to you. Like it was almost as if you were reliving a scene from your childhood.
He's just gonna continue laying down. He's gonna have a hand over his stomach as he just focuses on breathing, staring at the ceiling idly.
Oh my. Bella's just gonna stare. Hello? Oh. Bella's just gonna stare at Mimosa.
You should just sit down.
Why was she here?
What?
Why are the spirits? Why were they here? I don't understand.
Barons are trapping them all.
How?
Lich shit, probably. I
You
don't
said
know.
wait. Who did you see?
My grandpa.
But the Makoti Desert's far from here, and Berenger just came back recently.
I don't know. I'm honestly not sure, but now I don't know. Maybe Zenon has answers because he's from the Makoti.
Maybe it's a trick. Or like the
Yeah.
bases? The urns?
I'll allow. I think the only two that could probably figure this out is Father Cruz and Velu. So I'll allow you both to make religion checks.
Religion checks?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. Where's my phone?
I think I'll allow Father Cruz to make this one an advantage because your domain that you're tethered to is about rebirth. So it's like it seems like you might know something about this.
Hell yeah, because I had gotten a 10. Okay, so in total, 24.
I got a 12. Yay.
Is that total?
Yeah.
Okay. With the 12 for Velo, you don't know much about liches. The only thing you can really like decipher about this lich is that they were feeding off of like energy for like life energy from people, and they kept making mention of needing enough energy to leave. So it seems like they were bound here in a way, but maybe if they had enough souls they could leave, whatever that means, not sure. But liches are very strange in the way that they give and take from the world. It's kind of elusive to you. Um, However, for Father Cruz, your total was 25?
24.
24. I can go into a little bit more detail about liches because I think just from your time being alive, you haven't met any liches, but you definitely have had like people who've attempted to do this before around you and fail miserably. Um, think the way of thinking about phylacteries in this world are like kind of like horcruxes from like Harry Potter is the best way I could describe it, where something of significance keeps you alive, and you tether yourself to like something else that's still alive in order to gain that immortality or something that's still present in the world. For Berenger, it seemed like this was potentially Zenon, that hand, maybe the urn which you trapped, but also it seems like the souls in this layer also had something to do with it because people being trapped in the layer seemed to have, that's what he wanted. I'll also share that in becoming a lich, you have to relinquish a part of your humanity. So, like getting rid of appendages, close relationships, things like that. You have to get rid of something that tethers you to the world. Um, a lich can't really destroy what they get rid of. They just have to basically protect it at all costs to keep it alive or whatever it is like intact. But that's part of like the permanence of a lich is that they have this something that they can hold on to, but they also can't destroy. The spirits familiar to you. This is kind of more around your religion more than it is about what liches' religions are for rebirth and stuff of that nature. You hear stories about souls that can't let go, souls that cannot pass into the next plane because they're not ready to go. And most of the time, those souls are people who want to protect their, history or their, see how their ancestors do from the years gone, to watch the stories of people grow. And spirits, there's tales of like people who are spiritually just attached to you, like ancestors guiding ancestors. That's from your religion. People who cannot be reincarnated or born or because they aren't letting go. Like they have unresolved things. So seeing the souls you saw might just mean that these souls or spirits are with you at all times, but they were taken away from you the moment you entered into the lair. That's you had a really high roll for your religion, so that's a lot of information. But the gist of it, the spiritual portion of that, is that these spirits are like guiding ancestors that were following you behind the scenes, but in this moment were taken away from you. And if you saw somebody you didn't expect to see, that means there's something unresolved about that person, or they are choosing to watch and not move on. That's probably more philosophical for you, Father Cruz, because you get the feeling of Deirdre watching you, and you wonder what that means.
I thought you didn't see her.
You saw her, and also Mimosa saw her. But because your religion check was so high, this is a curiosity that comes across your face. You did see Deirdre for a moment.
Cruz is just gonna be like just utterly confused.
But you don't think it's fake. That's the one thing you know for certain, that these were not illusions. It felt real. It felt like it was in front of your face. You felt the energy passing through you.
Cruz is honestly gonna go in a corner and pray and beg to know what it means.
Sure, you spend some time doing this. I think at that point, if the rest of you will allow for our 3 in the shadow plane, your time's about to end. You've rested, you're short rested for the time you can.
Mm-hmm.
You are within this area. Everything's been explained to you, Cornelia and Idris, for how to maintain these things. Nothing's happened yet from the last moment where Zenon got this compass and like the energy kind of disconnected. The hand's doing this thing where it's on the ground and tapping its pinky finger, ring finger, middle finger, and pointer finger, like over and over again, like kind of sequentially.
What is? He is?
The hand is like
Oh, the hand.
like it's just tapping its fingers like sequentially on the ground, waiting.
All right. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
All right. Cornelius gonna have his what I want. Cornelian's going to have his we'll go my good old trusty flintlock. I'll just have it in my hand pointing at Zenon. Well, I appreciate the effort in writing down this information and whatnot.
I really tried my hardest. I'm not quite the handwriter.
That's okay. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Do you have anything you want to say for your last words, I guess?
Wait.
Just remember me.
Idris is gonna kind of cut and tap on Cornelian's wrist. She's gonna point at Zenon and she's gonna go, "Do we have to kill him, or can we just leave him here?"
I mean, he did beg to die
But
and wanted to die, and also we don't know the
I don't
situation.
want to die, but I felt the need to die.
If I could chime in.
If I could
guys,
chime in on my own
guys.
decision.
Well, of course, but I mean, you
the
also
only reason
understand
why
the
I was
risk.
asking you was because you seem very heartless and will want to kill me anyways.
Which is why I
you
stand
seem
with
willing. You seem willing to, and I thought maybe it was necessary in the moment. I did not realize I would be here. So
Now you have a
this kind of changes things, and I'm see the feeling of Berenger feels lifted from my shoulders right now, and I don't feel attached.
right.
But if
And
we go back, what
but
happens?
if we go back, I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, I'm living
See,
this as much as you guys are, but
that's the problem. We can't go back for him to somehow resurrect once more.
Because people have nearly died. It just
Yes, you and I have nearly died, Zenon, from
Yes.
just him,
This is true.
as well as you mentioned before. I don't remember what exactly was said, even though it was like 2 minutes ago. Mentioned before as though this connection you felt was lingering at one point.
At one
Even
point, it was there, and it's no longer there. It's everything. I feel no weight.
Carnelian, can you make a nature check for me?
a what?
A nature check.
Nature.
mm,
14.
Okay. You feel the ending of your echo shift about to approach. You have about like maybe 30 seconds.
Okay. Well, I think the best option is to stick with what we had. So, what are your last words?
If it must be done, I think it's for the best of the world. But just remember me, and I'm glad that I got to meet all of you because you are all interesting folk, and I hope you guys stay friends. And
Ferdinand will not.
I'm gonna slide my like compass and sheet over to him.
Yeah. He will pick it up, put it in his bag, and then shoot him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit. Are you prone on the ground then?
Yeah, I imagine I'm
It's
like, on my knees right now.
it's point blank and he's prone, so it's disadvantage, Carnelian. So it's you just have a
Okay,
straight
but, like-
roll.
Okay, but like,
I know.
Like,
know.
come on.
I know, but it's
Come
funny.
on.
It's a straight roll.
Okay.
Man,
Well, I have
that'd
a
be
plus
hilarious.
10 to hit anyways.
Yeah.
and here's
roll it.
another
13.
thing. Well, here's another thing.
Hey guys, who has a
Jacob.
nat 1 to give him?
Here's Jacob. Here's my AC is 18, right?
Yeah, I know.
But that comes from like my like monk like
Yes.
capabilities. So if I'm just giving myself up, does that just make it go down
No.
to like
You
11?
are passively just not able to be hit, even if you didn't want to be hit. Like it's just like a passive like curl of energy that can just like it's just the way that you move too. Like you might accidentally move the way to get
100%.
into the shot, but you accidentally move out of the way of the shot instead. It's just a passiveness about you.
Okay. Well, I shot and I
Whatever.
missed. I'm gonna shoot again.
You have an extra attack. I'll let you do it.
Realm end?
I
That's
shot and I
hilarious.
missed.
Anyone have
again.
any numbers?
Oh my
Okay.
God.
So
I'm going
so
to action surge. No, because all you are haters and I'm action surging.
you did short rest, so you have it.
Fuck you!
Roll to hit.
I didn't use it in the original fight anyways, so
Used it in the beginning.
You did.
no, I did not.
You used it right in the beginning.
Yes, you
22.
did.
You did.
The very
You
first thing
did.
No,
you
I
did.
didn't
You
because it
did.
never marked off.
It,
The
you,
very
I never
You did
beginning of
marked
the
because I
it
made
fight.
off.
fun of you.
you got dropped to
I make
0
fun
right
of you
after
every
that.
time you do it.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, no,
No,
we
I-
do little gift jokes and shit.
Yeah, I always make fun
No,
of you when you
because
do it.
I did not action surge because you guys were making fun of me, so I took it back and never did it. I remember it. I
No,
did
that
not
was
because you guys
before
were
when it
making
didn't
fun.
matter you were gonna actually
A 22
Yes.
hits Zenon. There's 2 shots that miss on the ground. And the fear.
Look at him. I'm like,
your passive fear kicks in, like your fight or flight kicks in, Zenon.
Please stop swaying.
You're not swaying, Zenon. It's like a
Oh
it's like
my
a tensity
God.
about you. And when Carnelian, you think he's gonna dodge out of the way because you instinctually think who would just let themselves get shot, so you shoot to the side, thinking that Zenon's try to move, and you miss again. And then you action surge. You see like a fury of shadow kind of burst around Carnelian. It's like enough. He just shoots you. Roll the damage for your flintlock.
Okay. 10 damage.
10 damage to you, Zenon. I would say,
Um,
Zenon, do you deflect missiles?
No, will I?
That'd be so
No,
funny,
come
though.
I
By accidentally deflecting missiles.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot again.
All right, you shoot again.
Well, I mean, I will say, I have 10 HP.
You're at 0.
Oh, so you're just down.
Well, you're at 0, and
Wait,
you
did
shoot
deflect
again.
Missiles?
Well, he's at
No.
0 stable, but you shoot
0
again.
stable?
Deflect missiles,
Zero stable.
disregards the hit.
Yes, he's still making death saves, but that is it. You shoot again at 15, missing him on the ground when he's dead, unstabled.
Oh my god.
But he, like, the third shot goes wide as he falls to the ground. You miss over his head, and it's at this moment that you guys return back to the material plane, and it's just a siphoned loop of you guys returning back. I'm gonna go ahead and switch back over to the VTT. That's so
Zenon's body
funny.
come with it?
Yes. Because he's still technically making saving throws.
Can I actually... Hold on. Because I have my legendary action. Just break that fucking chain?
It's too late. The plane's already, like, you guys are already going back.
Come on.
You should have did that
Fuck you.
first.
Such a
You
hater.
really wanna kill him?
Holy
Jesus
shit.
fucking
You guys
Christ.
are fucking right
I
in
t-
my
I
butt
t-
about
I-
this
I
shit.
told
literally
you.
said he's
Damn.
disconnected from Behringer and like
Yes,
fucking
but I
died.
don't believe it. Why would I believe it after all of the like
I
Hey,
get, I get
Cornelian's
Cornelian.
Cornelian's
I get-
valid.
Yeah, I
Fuck.
think it's valid.
I know.
It's valid.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
It's still a fuck you, but it's valid.
That's
Like,
so funny, though. Where is Zenon at? There you are. Let's put you at 0. You fall to the ground. Echo goes. Cornelian. Where are you at, Cornelian? Did I hide you?
I think you just turned him into a shadow.
Oh, I did. I just transitioned him. That's why. Let me put you back
Yeah.
onto the board. There you are. You're hiding in a pillar. Unhide you. Thank you. All right. All three of you come back. Idris, I think you're just like positioned right here. The hand's right here on the ground, and you see Zenon like at 0 on the ground. The rest of you see them all come back. You see Carnelian's pistol like lowered down to the ground at Zenon, who's dead on the ground. You guys see south of you, Zenon, make a death saving throw.
Yippee. What in the lag?
Now imagine if you gave him the nat 1, Jacob.
A 12.
Already gave the nat 1 to Father Cruz.
No, I know.
Not been funny though. 12 succeeds.
Mhm.
The rest of you interacting, Carnelian, you still have the gun pointed down at Zenon. With you still being kind of in this state of like alive, not alive, Zenon. You don't feel anything reaching out to you to try to like take over your body in any type of way.
So we all see
sorry,
this.
can you say that
Yeah.
again?
Yeah, Zenon doesn't feel any type of like affliction to him to like take over his body. He's not convulsing. His eyes aren't rolling back. He's just laying there, kind of like holding on to his gunshot wound and just breathing.
Can I take my cat claws and stab his heart?
Wait, can we
think
react?
we have
Can we react? Like, jeez. Mimosa's gonna look over
I'm gonna
and just
say
shout.
I'm gonna say for this situation, I need you all to roll initiative again.
Bro.
I honestly
You
think
are
like
rolling.
because
Coming out of it,
Carnelian's alert feature gives him a really high initiative, so I wouldn't be surprised if he just gets to go again right now.
I got a nat 1 chat.
If any of you
Bruh,
roll higher than
5.
Carnelian, you get to go.
Unless he switched.
Nat fucking 20, fuck all of you.
Belu's not rolling initiative.
Okay.
Okay,
I was just
Mr.
watching.
Special.
Okay. Is anybody higher than the nat 20 roll?
No, I was
No,
20. I
no.
was close. I had a
I
21.
got 30-20.
Dirty 20 for
Nothing
your
happened to me.
initiative? That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carnelian, it is your turn.
Okay.
You make your
Instead of the
action
cat claw,
attack.
I'm gonna shoot him twice again.
All right, roll to hit your first time. Still a straight roll.
22.
That hits. You feel a
Yep.
death save.
Rebuke the violent.
Mhm.
All right, roll the damage. Carnelian.
Okay.
Damn.
9 damage.
You feel that same damage inflicted onto you as you shoot. And you see in the distance, like bloodied and like bantered, Father Cruz raising a hand at you.
I'm gonna shoot him again.
Roll to
Damn.
hit.
23.
Yeah.
Your last death save, Zenon. What is your final goodbye?
Wait, he has one death save left?
No, he failed all of them.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I just got shot twice, and he shot me once in the dimension or whatever.
No, he didn't. He shot you to knock you, right? And then he missed the other one.
Yeah.
You have two.
Oh, you still have one left. Oh my god.
Yeah, he only rolled one save.
Oh my
2
gosh.
fails.
You're absolutely
one...
right. I'm so sorry. I was miscounting on that. I thought the initial
I'll take
shot.
inspiration.
Yeah.
I'll give the inspiration to Zenon instead.
No inspiration, but that's funny. Yeah, 2 fails. Pop, Carnelian. It immediately like fails his 2 death saves. Those are the only 2 gunshots you get out. With an inability to really do anything else in this moment.
I can summon my echo and make my echo attack him.
You can.
Yeah.
That would be.
It's a free action to attack, bonus action to summon my echo.
And do that.
I would. Oh no, you don't get to. Hold on.
Mm.
You have to have summoned it before in order for it to do the unleash incantation. So you can't actually do it because it has to go after the attack action.
Jacob, we've done that so many times.
It's not attack, summon attack. It's attack while it's summoned.
Okay, but I'm saying we've done that many times.
Well, now you can change how you do it.
I'm just trying to.
Cool.
I'm trying to
And
figure it
you-
out. Hold on. I want to make sure it's correct. That's the thing. Like I'd rather it be correct than be, like what we made mistakes on in the past, right? If it's a mistake, we also changed players' handbook rules and all that stuff too. So there's been differences in the past as well. As a bonus action, the echo lasts. You dismiss. It is a bonus action. You manifest your echo into your has 70 hit points and makes saving throws. Whenever you take the attack action, you make an additional melee attack from the echo's position. So I will allow you to have summoned the echo beforehand, and then you can do it.
Yeah, that works for me.
In summoning your echo with the incantation, your rebuke the violent that you do as well, Father Cruz, would also go towards the echo as well. So you could choose from the 2 gunshots while the echo is up. If you want to rebuke the violent, it would go to the echo and destroy the echo as well. That's why I was saying that, because like if in the timing and positioning of that, your rebuke the violent can also destroy the echo's position too. That's why I was saying like the order of it matters for that, because of reactions. So what do you want to do?
Not hit?
The echo would be destroyed. You'd have to like summon the echo with another bonus action on your next turn.
Hold on, can you re-explain that, because that...
If echo is
destroy the echo.
Yeah.
Yes, but I'm trying to understand. How does rebuke the violent work? Is it 1 attack?
Whenever a creature makes an attack action and it hits, you can use rebuke the violent to deal the damage back at the attacker. Because the echo shares you and your initiative in your attacks, it could also be the target of the attack.
Right, but it is single target, right?
It is single target. It won't attack you, but it could also just go to the echo and just destroy the echo.
Okay, so
that's why I'm saying what I'm saying, because the reaction of that is just that's what changes in the matter. If it either attacks you or it attacks the echo.
Okay, but to my understanding, if my echo hits here, no matter what, I've hit him 3 times.
If your echo hits, yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll.
And
my
it's
attack
using
on my
the
echo.
dagger.
Yep.
Okay.
And it would have advantage because
it would have advantage because he's prone.
Okay, I didn't roll to hit him enough.
A 10 and a 9 to hit. Doesn't hit. The echo is there though. Not because it did not hit. That's why I was saying I wanted to see what Rebuke the Violent did, because if it was out, it would have been a different scenario. But echo is there on the opposite side. You are down right now, Zenon. Bonus action, actions, movement. Carnelian, like a ruthless, like eye twitches, completely dead with emotion, understanding the mission and objective. You shoot your twice, making sure the bullets. You do 2 to the chest. Only 1 more bullet left. So you rear back as the charge refires. The rest of you in initiative, Idris, you're next. You watch Carnelian do this, and you stare behind you. You see Father Cruz raise a hand to stop it. What do you do, Idris?
She immediately casts. Oh, what is it? Where is it? Oh, hold on. Let me see how far away everybody is. Pause. Sorry, I have to do some rollering.
After your turn, Idris, it will be Zenin's turn.
Feet. Okay, not far enough. She'll go ahead and cast Zone of Truth.
Where?
We'll have it around like Carnelian, Zenon, and Idris.
What's the range
mean-
of that?
It's 60 feet, so I mean it kind of covers everybody, but
It's a 60-foot radius or 60-foot circle?
let's see here. Oh, it's a 15-foot radius,
Oh,
but the
50
range is 60 feet. 15-foot radius sphere centered on the point within range.
Yeah, but you can put it anywhere within 60 feet, right?
Yep. So I'll just stick it on top of us.
Okay, let me do this then. This just exists, and I'll put it right on top of you. It's a Zone of Truth. Okay.
And she's just gonna stare back at the 4 people, and she's gonna go. Obviously, she's telling the truth here, and she's like, "This is for the greater good."
No, we already killed Berenger. We don't have to kill
Greater
him.
good isn't killing someone while they're down.
Just all these things pass in the air. Zenin. Unless, you have a bonus action, Idris.
I'm good.
Okay. No inspirations? Nothing? Alright. Moving on. Zenin. Death saving throw. You have 2 fails, 1 success. Ten succeeds. You have 2 successes, 2 fails. That's all you can do, Zenon. Ymir, it is your turn. And it's also.
No, I got a nat 1.
Oh, a
I'm
nat
all the way in the
1.
end.
I didn't
I got
see
a 10.
a 10.
What did the most have?
Did Mimosa take a turn?
Alright, give me a second.
And
I
Velu did not.
rolled
So
5.
0. And then 5. I guess it's Father Cruz next.
Okay. I'm gonna move over to them and fucking cast Spare the Dying on this stupid bitch.
Okay.
And can Cruz, like, shield him so any hits come to him instead? He got 1 HP, but who fucking cares if he dies? Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry.
Let me think. You can't really shield his body because
I can
it's
stand
like
in front of him.
you can't stand in front of him. You can interject yourself between Carnelian, but the echo is also on the other side, so it's like
I thought he destroyed that. I blew that up.
no, the echo never hit.
Oh.
So yeah, what do you want to do here? You want to just spare the dying? Spare
Yeah.
the dying will turn him stable, but he'll still have his fails and saves. So it won't reset it. Just FYI.
Okay. Does that mean he just doesn't have to roll?
No, it just means he's stable, but if someone attacks him, he can still fail a save.
Okay, I'll still do it.
Okay. You are at 0 and not having to make death saving throws right now, Zenon.
Chris is just gonna stare Carnelian down.
Okay.
It's over.
You see the echo also pointing a dagger down at Zenon on the ground while Carnelian points a gun down, kind of mimicking what Carnelian's doing on both sides. Father Cruz, you spare the dying. Zenon, you're at 0. Next in the initiative order, With a natural 1, Ymir, I still believe that you have a 5 initiative too.
No, I would only have a 3
Okay.
in total.
So Mimosa, it's your turn.
I come over
Mm-hmm.
and I'm swinging at the echo.
Oh. Yeah, roll to hit.
$22.
A 22 does hit the echo.
$11 damage.
It disappears. It just vanishes into mist. Carnelian, you see Mimosa go over and knock your echo.
We don't need to kill him.
Anything else you wish to do, Mimosa?
If
Punches
I
Zenon.
move Zenon, if I move Zenon, will that give them opportunity attack?
Yes.
I thought it's only if Zenon chose to move.
Oh, if he uses his movement. Oh.
Yeah, if it's forced movement, then technically not.
Let me think about this. The question is, do I allow Carnelian to take a shot at you for going into his space and then pulling Zenon out? That's the question I need to answer.
Opportunity
I'd
on
rather him
Zenon,
shoot
please.
me.
Thank you.
I wouldn't be able to
There
give you
wouldn't-
you wouldn't get opportunity on Zenon, but you would get opportunity on Mimosa because they have to enter your space to grab Zenon and bring him out. So that's allowed, but I think you use your action to attack. You can use your extra action to attack grapple Zenon by hitting his AC.
And
But
that
you-
would allow me to move him?
That would allow you to move him.
Okay, would the attack make him roll?
Nope,
You just
roll for it to hit. Roll to hit for him. You have advantage on the roll because he's prone.
Okay, give me a second. Where the heck is... Would that just be an unarmed strike?
It would be an unarmed strike.
Okay.
Just use your strength.
30-20.
That would hit Zenon's armor class, so you can grapple him and move him half your movement. I think you used most of all your movement. What's your total movement speed?
40.
You're right. You were right. Where you at? You were here because this is where your torch was.
Mhm.
It says 37. You do 5 feet per grid. 35 feet. You can move 5 feet back. That's all you can move.
Okay.
You
Can I
two.
move, like...
Nope, that doesn't move. Yeah. Where do
Can
you...
I move here? Oh, that's not what I want to do. I can't...
You guys want to like over here, or do you want to go down, up?
Like, here?
Yeah.
Ish?
You can go here.
And can I want Zenon, like, facing this way. Like, I want to angle him away from Carnelian.
I think you can do that, but your back's facing Carnelian, so you don't have like a visual on what Carnelian will do. I don't think
Okay.
it doesn't
Would
give
Cruz
any.
be able to alert?
I don't think so. After Mimosa, it is Ymir's turn. Because nothing else Mimosa can do.
Ymir's gonna look back at Velu, and then he's gonna look towards the others, and he'll snap his fingers, and an area around him will just turn into ice as he casts Frost Floor, and he'll skate through everybody and get in between Idris and Carnelian and put his hands up with tears in his eyes. Please. We killed Behringer. We almost died. All of us almost died. We don't have to kill Zenon. He's gone. We saw all the souls flying around. It's all gone. Please stop fighting. I already lost my grandpa, and Zenon is from my place. I don't want to lose him too. He brought us here to fix his situation, and we fixed it. There is no more reason to hurt anyone else. Please. I'm begging you, Carnelian.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Top of the round. Carnelian.
Hey Jacob, can Velu just walk closer? That's it.
No.
Thank you. Oh, okay.
You did not roll into initiative. You stand there watching. 6 seconds have passed. You breathe. You watch. You are in pause.
Death.
Hold on. Cornelius gonna walk over so he has line of sight on him and shoot him again.
Shoot the
Okay.
violent.
Okay. Cornelian, you move your position. You can get a line of sight here. You move out of the range of Ymir. Ymir, you have an opportunity attack if you do wish to do so.
Mir just stares. He's not gonna hurt his friend.
Cornelian, you see kind of like the people just looking at you, waiting. You rear up your gun. You take a shot. Roll to hit.
15 misses.
A 15 does miss.
Shoot again. Actually,
All the shots missing kind of like release and fire from you weaker and weaker each time as the gun you see like kind of flares up in that kind of retrospective firing motion. And as the shots go wide, you wonder why. And you kind of like, it's a wobble in your hand and a shake, almost of like just sadness from hearing the things you've heard. But you keep the gun forward. Do you shoot again?
does Rebuke the Violent hit or does it not hit because I missed?
You missed, so Rebuke Divine doesn't hit.
It only does damage if you do damage.
Yeah.
But
So
does it still make my attack go through?
your attack will go through, but a 15 doesn't hit, so you didn't get Rebuke the Violent. They were just like saying that because they got their reaction back.
Right. Which is, I'm
Okay,
wondering
if you do damage to somebody, it doesn't cancel that damage. It just does damage to you.
Yeah, the
Oh,
damage
okay.
still goes through, and it also just auto fails them. So it's like the only reason I had you roll damage is because that's what inflicts back to you.
Right. I guess I'll shoot again
Roll to hit.
then. 21.
That hits. You read the Violent again.
Well, it didn't go through because he didn't hit, so yeah.
Well, this one hits, so you root the Violent.
so yeah.
Roll your damage for the shot. And Mimosa, you grapple onto Zenin right now and hold them in a position where you are able to jump in front of the shot if you want to in a reactionary
Yes.
state. I will allow that. Roll the damage. I would say
Wait, why?
I'm allowing for Mimosa to roll a reaction to basically, because they have Zenin grappled in a way that gives them like a half cover in a sense. I'm allowing them to position themselves to take the shot if they desire to do so. It is a willing reaction for the creature. And I'm also saying this because he also has like advantage on dex saves. There's just a portion of this which makes sense that Mimosa would be able to shield the blow if he wanted to. But I know Carnelian's really going out for it right now. I'm not trying to prevent you from getting what you want, but this is more of just an effort of like you see everybody trying to resist it and you're just taking the harder road. So I'm allowing Mimosa to take this reaction to prevent from doing any of the other types of reactions to take the damage. And I'll allow you, Carnelian, to miss the shot if you know it's going to hit Mimosa.
Yeah, I'll do that. If it hits Mimosa.
It would hit Mimosa.
100%?
Yes, because you're
Like she doesn't have to roll anything for it?
You know what? Fair. Mimosa, make a... I'm going to say this. Make a dexterity saving throw. If you roll, it's a 21.
Mhm.
So you have to roll 21. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws that you can see. So if you roll 21 or higher on your save, you get to block the shot. If not, it hits Zenon.
Do I get advantage?
You have advantage.
Okay. 10.
You're not able to jump in front of the shots. It hits Zenon.
Damn.
Much
Zenon,
damage.
it does... I forget how much damage. Did you have to say the damage?
I did not roll damage.
Okay, roll the damage because you're getting rebuked.
9 damage.
9 damage back to you, Cornelian.
So yeah, you need it minus 18 in total.
I've already did my -9 before.
Yeah. And they short rested, so they were at full.
Yep.
So, with that, Zenon, a light kind of like emerges from the eyes. You see a couple people trying to stop it, but there's a piece in your face as you look up at Mimosa, and there's like a final moment that you can share with Mimosa or Father Cruz since they're nearby. If you wish.
I look over at. I'm looking at Mimosa as this like shot's about to go through. Tell Karn to not forget what I'd said in his realm.
What?
In the gun, a moment flare of arcane energy zaps into Zenon, hitting them from the side of the neck. You see the neck arc breaks from magical impact. You see a soot rise from the opposite side of Zenon's neck as everything goes limp. The light leaves the eyes of blue, vanishes. Zenon is dead. Thank you, Tanner.
Thank you, Tanner.
Thank you, Tanner.
Cruz is gonna
Let's
look
save
at
that. Let's save that towards the end of the session. Thank you.
dude. Cruz is gonna look at Idris and say, "I thought you'd be better," and immediately walk over to Carnelian.
Idris is gonna push
And this
herself
is in
between
zone
them.
of truth, so he's saying this truthfully too.
Can we please just stop fighting?
Bella's just
Holy
gonna walk
shit.
up and just watch.
Why did you kill him?
Take 10 minutes. Ymir's gonna bump in. He's gonna get in between. Take 10 minutes. I don't care. I don't want to listen to any of this shit.
Through
Someone
this
just
entire
died.
time, Carnelian has not said a word. And he stares, listens to the 10 minutes, and walks off.
Ymir's gonna walk over to Zenon's body.
Mimosa's still holding him, like he's trying to like shake him awake.
Cruz is
Yeah,
gonna
movement.
like just crouch down.
Bella's gonna follow Carnelian.
Death is something.
Carnelian wants to stealth away.
Oh
Sure.
my god.
Make a stealth check. With advantage, pull the hood up. Or actually, you don't need to pull the hood up anymore. Just advantage.
10.
A 10. Vela, you can follow, but Carnelian, you feel stealthed. Vela, you just can slightly just follow as Carnelian. I don't know where you walk off to, Carnelian. Is there a place you want to go?
I guess like practically leaving.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna go all the way up to the entrance.
Oh, do you want to take the way that you just came through, or do you want to take the way that you're familiar with?
Probably the way
North or south?
not the way that's fucking with those wall things. I do not want that.
Oh, yeah. So you go south. Okay. You go across the bridge and you start going down. And Velo, you start to move across like the bridge, going back down into the room, and you start following kind of like at a distance towards Carnelian. And the rest of you are surrounding Zenon's body.
Death is just something to be accepted.
I
This is gonna
don't
happen one
accept
day.
this. Don't talk to me about death. I don't want to hear it.
Do you think I didn't do my hardest to help you save him?
I said 10 minutes. Shut the fuck up.
Ymir, don't talk to me like that. Mimosa is gonna start walking away, holding Zenon's body.
Cruz is gonna just look at you, Mir. I know you care too.
All the guys in
But
the
you're
zone
right.
of truth. You see
Where?
the moment the spell ends from the time, just the zone of truth just falls. I believe it's only a minute, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it just falls in this moment. No longer there.
Not
Taking
something
away
to dwell on.
torch.
You're still focusing on your frostwalk right now, unless you want to drop it.
No, he likes the cold now. He'll just sit on the floor until it ends eventually.
Yeah, the hand crawls back onto your shoulder, Idris.
Mir, you
It-
said you've never lost someone like this before, right?
No. Never.
It's okay that you're
see-
gone.
You see a tear start to fall down his one eye.
I've seen a lot of people come and go.
I
They don't
didn't,
last forever.
I didn't get to know him.
But you want to. And I think that that means more than anything. I think you'll carry part of him with you. I hope he made peace. That's all that matters. If he's out there as someone else right now, or if he's a spirit, either way, I hope he's happy where he is.
Mir's head lowers down into a fetal position as you hear him mutter, I want to go home.
This is just gonna like, like rub his back like how like you do a kid.
Idris, you stand kind of looking at Ymir and Father Cruz for a moment, your zone of truth ending. You're kind of left in the space. You see Carnelian walk off and Belu follow behind without Carnelian really noticing that much. Mimosa walking north.
You know, look at
Um,
Idris. Why did he have to die?
oh, I'm sorry. Could you repeat that?
Why do you believe that he had to die for the greater good?
There was no guarantee that if he came back alive, that Barringer would not be alive. He said that regardless, as long as he has some kind of attachment, some kind of tie, he is going to live regardless. If Zenon came back, there was no guarantee, and we didn't even know you guys were all going to survive when this happened. But this tie, we were afraid that it would reconnect, something of the sort. I wasn't going to risk it.
This is just
I wanted him to be alive and stay in the Shadowfell, but
I think a life there is worse than the death.
well,
I found a way.
You said that you weren't even sure if we'd be alive when you came back.
I'm telling
Well.
the truth.
Now I'm just yanking your chain.
Idris
We all-
kind of gives a stare to Father Cruz, and she goes, I don't appreciate when he's being treated like a monster. He thought that he was doing what was best. To be angry and to lash out at me as well, we thought we were doing what was best.
I don't fault you for your decision.
And I understand that this is a very difficult situation. I'm not. He was a confusing person. I don't know much about him.
Idris, from what I've seen from Carnelian, he cares about other people, whether or not he says he does. I know he cares about you deeply. But when he came back, we tried to stop him, and he didn't stop. That's where my problem lies. Not his choice to take out Zenon. That was a choice that he made, a tough choice that he thought was the right one. And I can never fault him for thinking he's doing the right thing. I fault him for not talking about why he was doing the right thing. You at least said that you thought you were doing it for the greater good. And there's truth in that. And that's okay. If you truly believe that Zenon had to die for the greater good, then I can't hold that decision against you. Everyone dies, no matter how long they live. And it was Zenon's time. But maybe he could have had more if we had talked about it. But we'll never know. Tomorrow's another day. That's all there is to it. That's all I wanted was honesty, talking, not just silence while everyone begs you not to take out a life. I'm not opposed to dying. It's what my religion is about. But I don't like the idea of people dying with regrets. Tethers keeping them here. It just feels like Zenon's life is finally starting a new chapter.
Wow. I don't know. Idris's voice has kind of become monotone and deadpanned as she's just kind of standing there. Her body language basically indicates that she wants to leave. But she shifts her weight back and forth, and she just kind of pauses for a second, and then looks towards the like exit, and she goes, "He begged to die, Zenon. I was right there as he was doing it. Begged Carnelian to kill him. And Carnelian keeps his word."
And that's that.
Bongo, at this moment, Ymir kind of like runs over to you and kind of like grabs onto you.
Chris will just stand up and like pat his knees. That's what Zenon truly wanted. Then that's all there is to it. Carnelian upholded his word. And maybe if it wasn't Carnelian, it would have been someone else.
Right. I'm gonna go now. I need to get our payment for this.
Money.
Money.
That's what they all think.
That's what they all think. I'm sorry. Do you forget why we were doing this?
I don't help people for money. It's not bad to help people for money. The world still spins. You need it. It's just your focus after this. But I don't blame you. Just an observation. Not a what's the word?
You see like a moment of like kind of like the old head of Father Cruz, like kind of like going back to like these old like
Not an
feelings.
insult. It's not an insult.
You see there's like you can see from your passive insight, Idris, that Father Cruz doesn't mean to offend you.
It does not matter. Idris's eyebrow twinges in annoyance, and she just starts walking away,
Yeah.
exiting the dungeon.
Yeah. Even without a zone of truth, Father Cruz, you can tell that you said the wrong thing. It's like a passing moment where it just starts to walk out.
Yeah.
Ready to go, Ymir?
Ymir will look at Bongo.
Bongo's like just holding onto your leg. We did it.
We won, but it feels like we lost.
Oh. Well, you know. I mean, you didn't die.
But someone else did.
You know. A lot of people die when we were out, you know? People always seem to die around us. I thought that was just kind of normal now.
It's not supposed to be normal.
I don't understand.
Death is not. Death is normal, but as people, we get attached to people and we care about them, so we don't want to lose them.
Yeah, I don't want to
So-
lose you.
And I understand.
Is that
Death
how you
is
felt?
normal.
Is that how you felt about Zenon?
I feel as though we could have saved him. No matter what they said, I'm sure we could have found a way. But
I'm
no
gonna, like,
one was willing to find a way.
I'm gonna like scratches their like back and head and butt. It's like kind of look at you. It's like, well, I know I grew consciousness and started talking to you maybe like a week or two ago, but maybe there's something about it that's not over yet. You know? I don't know. Seems stupid to stop now.
Yeah. Ymir will stand up and pat Bongo on the head.
May I come up?
You can come up.
He just claws on his shoulder and just kind of pats you on the head too. Kind of picks up like a little chunk of like dead debris off you and puts it in his mouth.
The world isn't black and white, Bongo. There isn't just one answer. If you're willing enough, you can find a different way. And I'm going to prove that.
Defying fate, right?
Defying fate.
That's cool. It just kind of sits there, like on your shoulder.
I'm ready to go cruise.
Cruz will just put his hand on her shoulder. Mind if we go together?
Sure.
You guys start to walk.
Can I say that
Sitting-
Mimosa left going like the top path?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mimosa, I'm actually having a little bit of narration for you. You're kind of walking with Zen's body a bit.
Mhm.
They still have all their stuff on them, and they're like carrying like garment and about them, and you see like the monastery clothes. You see like even a symbol that remains of like the Zephyr Air Temple that he kept like in his like shirt. This kind of like
Mhm.
fall out. His pack, his gear. He's like holding it, and you're just carrying him. Moments of tile walk past. You don't hear these. It's not. You don't feel that same resonance in this area anymore. You don't feel like your mind slipping from the necrotic energies, of passing of dead spirits and everything. Even like the urns. When you look into some of the passing rooms where urns were, they're not there anymore. The undead that were there, just decrepit on the ground still. You pass slowly.
Mimosa's just silent through it all.
You get to the point where you're arrived to the front area of the exit. I'm gonna have to narrate one more thing before you get to your exit. Carnelian
Mhm.
and Velu. Carnelian, you're walking on your own. Your stealth is a little bit slackened. Your posture kind of carries this like it's hard to hide in a place that you're so familiar with, and you see like all the debris and everything. There's no stealth when you're moving so vigilantly, and you move at a slow pace too with your stealth. Velu keeping up with noticing you, your twitches, Carnelian. You feel the presence of Velu behind you, following you, and Velu, you just continue to walk.
I know he's behind me.
You know he's following you. He's at a distance, but
Okay.
he's beyond your. He's like in your perceptive range.
As soon as I turn a corner, I'll wait for him to turn that corner.
Yep. Velu, you keep walking, and as soon as you turn the corner, you see Carnelian standing there.
What do you want?
Nothing. Can
Then
I
why are
not?
you following him?
Why can't I? You get to do your things. Why can I not do my thing?
You can do your thing alone.
No.
Okay. Let me
Plus-
rephrase it.
Plus, hey, don't be whatever you're holding, because I feel like you're angry, or whatever. Keep that to yourself. I am not here to talk to you. I am just here to be by your side. That is it. We don't need to talk about what happened, because that was a lot. I am just here to just be there, if that makes sense. I know you want to be alone, but I don't think that's necessarily the right thing to do. and I don't want to be in your way either, but I also don't want you to be alone, if that makes sense. So just don't disregard me, but don't insult me on what I'm trying to do. Are you okay with that? I don't want to talk about what just happened. So
You'll
it,
see Carnelian with after what you said. You'll see him sit there and actually think about it for a second. You can see that what you have said was a really good response, because instead of just shooing you off, now he's actually thinking about keeping you there. And I'll say Carnelian will like sigh and he'll nod. If you're gonna follow, like, don't do it from afar like a creep. You can walk with me.
okay. I was just I don't know what the mood was like. As long as I'm near the vibe, like as long as I'm near your like, as long as you acknowledge me, that's all that matters. But we don't have to talk. We
It's
just
fine. Just
we
don't
just
stalk me. You can walk with me.
okay, okay. Let's just go where I'm just following you. So
Carnelian will lead the way
Yeah.
out of the
You both will
dungeon.
make your approach out because you are the closer presentation to the area. You guys walk out of the dungeon. You see the fog is no longer rolling outside of the dungeon into the grave area. It is not dark out. It's only been like maybe an hour, maybe like 2 to 3 hours. You guys have been in this dungeon. It feels like forever, for sure. You guys feel siphoned and drained for sure. And also, currently, you have an extra 4 hours on top of that you basically just spent in your realm. So you have this extra like 8 hours of just time that you're just sitting on versus a couple of the other party members. But you arrive outside and you see that the fog is dispersed and no longer present in the graveyard. Velu, you see the same thing.
Is there
Bello sits
that
there
one
quietly.
person that was under the spell still there?
Mimosa,
Or
you
curse?
approach kind of from behind holding Zenin's body. Carnelian, Velu, you kind of like emerging outside, kind of like walking around and emerging. Mimosa, you walk out and you look. Body's not there.
Hmm.
Mimosa's
What was
behind
it?
us.
Yeah, Mimosa is now like exiting the mausoleum that you guys entered into, this crypt. You guys are just walking about in the cemetery area, I'm assuming, just out beyond the entryway, so you're not just like lingering by the door, but you guys are around looking at tombstones, looking around the area, checking things out, but you see Mimosa exit by themselves holding Zenin in their body, in their hands.
Mimosa's gonna side-eye the fuck out of them. And then he's just gonna, like, turn away, because he's even when I look, he's that disgusted by, like, Carnelian.
Mimosa,
And
you
he's just
hold
gonna
on the
wait, hide
body,
away.
and you wait by the door. Cornelia and Billy, you have a little bit of a distance of you, but
He'll lead with Velu over to the more towards the exit, but keeping the line of sight of the entryway that we just left, and he'll turn over to Velu. Do you mind waiting for Idris?
Are you gonna walk off?
No, I'll wait here with you. I'm just saying, do you mind waiting?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
you mind?
No, I mean, you know what I mean. You know what I no, I don't mind. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't mind.
We'll wait for Idris then.
you guys wait. You guys see the rest of the crew all pop out of the crypt. Ymir, Idris, and Father Idris kind of first, kind of walking out immediately, followed by Father Cruz and Ymir, who walk kind of like sullenly. Idris, in the moment of you leaving the crypt, your jackdaw flies down and like flitters in front of you.
Idris Amelia hugs him. She just holds him in her little hand and she just. Oh, man. She loves her burn, okay? She loves her
Carnelian kind of
burn.
waves over at Idris.
Is she by the entrance? So
Yeah,
like near
it just
Mimosa?
was see Mimosa. Yeah.
Mimosa's just gonna like kind of side at her too. Like it's really clear that he's angry, but he's like doing his utter best to just like be quiet.
Idris does not take that. Idris says, "If you're angry, say something." And then she walks towards Carnelian.
Does Belu hear this?
Not being
Belu
quiet.
looks at Idris. Idris, I think that's not. You should not have said that. I think.
Idris has this entire like look of annoyance and pure anger on her face, and she goes, "I don't want to hear it right now.
I'm
Let's
just
go.
I'm
saying,
sorry.
like
I'm sorry.
everyone needs to just
Oh,
take.
I'm sure. I'm sure."
Like, I'm
Mm.
just saying.
We'll take our time away from them. It's fine. We'll get the reward.
Will you be fine with Idris? Because I'm probably going to stay with everyone else.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Stay safe or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Belu walks to the Ymir, Mimosa, and father.
And then Idris, you kind of leave the scene. The
Yeah,
rest of you.
as soon as Idris catches up, Carnelian will lead her away.
Yeah, you both walk off. You four emerge, and I think this is the moment where I'm going to stop the session.
Fuck.
Can talk.
No, that's end of the session right there. That's it.
Man.
All of it is
I'm probably
finished.
gonna forget everything that I'm going to say.
Behringer